Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. Glad you're with us today. 3 hours of jewelry, and more jewelry, and a new, really exciting premiere, sort of. We kind of gave you a little heads up just a couple of days ago. We had a great stone, and it was a little preview, if you will, of something that we have coming up today in 4 pieces that I know we're already getting questions about. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring you the unheated zoisites coming up in the first half hour of the show. So that means 30 minutes from now, we'll bring them out for you. You ready? They're so pretty. They're really, really gorgeous stones, and they're also, you know, the only thing that can top their beauty is their rarity. So we're going to see those coming up. There are 4 only. They're in my hand right here. They're huge sizes. They're gorgeous cuts. You know, they're some of the best cuts you could ever get in any gemstone. And they're actually going to be rounds and trillions. So we have 2 of each, and we start with the big stone, and then we go down in size. So we've got great affordability for everybody as well, but again, everybody is 4. So we've got those coming up. Tahitian pearl strand is here, so if you missed the golden pearl strand that we had here yesterday, don't worry, we've got the Tahitian for you today. It's our last of its kind. Plus we also have, okay, so there's also going to be a really, really special citrine. It's our red citrine. Looking forward to that. And then also we have rounds in morganite, and it's a morganite in the peacock ring. So we're looking forward to that as well. Demontoid is here. Gorgeous amethyst is here. And pieces that I've got good news on the blue wing front, okay? Blue wing block Ds are coming to an end, as you probably know. There are 3 huge stones. They're 12 karat 60 and greater. They're all between 1260 and 13 carats. That's going to be some of the greatest per carat values we've ever witnessed in over 5 years of blue wing block Ds. So if you want a bigger stone, because I just had a 12 karat yesterday, right? 1207. These are bigger. These are incredibly priced. There is an oval, there's a cushion, and a pear shape. So we've got 3 different shapes for you. They are so amazing. So those are coming up as well. We'll do those pretty early because they're one of a kinds each. So this is going to be an exercise, as usual, of getting on the phone lines early, being ready to go, getting the piece early, getting on the lines when you see something you love, because otherwise, I hate to say it, but we're going to have people missing out today because we've got all these one of a kinds and very, very special values. So it's quite the day to be shopping. Have the phone at the ready. We're starting with turquoise earrings. We've got everything imaginable, including a stone that we've never had before in jewelry. So I've had this a few times before, but it was generally in loose stones way back when, like 2004, 2005, 2006. It is a stone that is the only thing that's tougher to find, or really the only thing that's tougher than finding the stone is pronouncing the stone. I know very few people who even know how to pronounce it. We're going to bring you a very, very special stone coming up out of Tanzania. So lots of exciting pieces on the way. Let's get started. We got some gorgeous turquoise to get you going here, and it's just a fun day to shop because we always bring the values on a Sunday, don't we? So it's an exciting day. Plus, we also did bring out, speaking of Tanzanite, we brought out the largest stone we have, which is the 29 karat 26 round independent. So that's got to go eventually. So I would think, given that we're in our last final days of Tanzanite, maybe this is the day. So that's here. Oh, and we do have one Congolese tourmaline that I know the blue greens have been going fast. So we've got one of those for you. And the list goes on and on and on. It's going to be a fun one. So here we are, turquoise earrings, 1123152. It's going to be a quick pace to our Sunday, that's for sure. And then we'll see Alexandria. Oh, pink diamond certified as well, half carater. So lots to get to. But this one, I just thought we'd start with the fabulous color that I think goes with everything, right? And this is always good to have in an earring. Now, this is a lever back style. Now, the good news is 1123152, I actually have 2 pairs. So they're both in white gold. But if you would like to get something special, maybe even perhaps if I make them affordable enough, could we get you maybe 2 pairs? Maybe you get one for you, one for a gift. That might be a fun idea. So options abound, but there is just a white gold option here. It's a 2 karat 59 in the carat weight, in the pear shapes, and it's 20 points in diamonds as well in that lever back. And this really is the textbook color we want to see. That beautiful blue green, that amazing, amazing stone that we love out of the Sleeping Beauty mine, so that it's pure. This is all natural through and through. I think I would have to point that out at this point because, you know, again, just to make sure you know, because I know you don't only shop here, you shop everywhere, right? And whether you're shopping or actually just looking around everywhere, it's important to know, you know, try to give you an education along the way. So whether you choose to shop with us or shop elsewhere, you know the things to look for and the things to ask, and you know what has more value than others, right? That's just you know, part of being a good shopper, I think. And I'm a good shopper, I must say. I'm a self-proclaimed professional shopper. So, you know, it's important to know those things, and information is power. So a lot of the turquoise you might see that still might visually look like this, keep in mind there's a lot of material out there that is actually restabilized, reconstituted, different types of turquoise where it's not pure and natural in its form. So keep that in mind as you shop for turquoise and just ask those questions, because when you get a pure, beautiful kind of slab, if you will, of turquoise where it's solid through and through and it's consistent in the color and it has no matrix, that's the important material. I mean, obviously there's different ranks of gemstones always, right? But that's when it becomes really, really, really important. So we have that here for you, and just want to point that out. 20 points in diamonds, and here's what we're going to do. You ready for a big value to start the day? We always like to start the day with something exquisite in value, and I would say this is it. White gold. Let me show you the length here as well, because we know that it's nice to get a drop sometimes, you know, when we see studs as classics, but look how pretty this is from a distance away. It's still going to show up. It's the power of the turquoise itself. And then let me show you the length here that you're going to get, because that drop is going to be from top to bottom. It's about 1.25 inches there. And then I'll pop one on if you don't mind, so you can see it on the ear, just if that helps give you a little bit even better visual. But it's not going to be $19.99 for the pair. I'm trying to make everything affordable so that we can run through hundreds of one-of-a-kinds, and I mean, we have hundreds of them today. And so again, the cheaper we go on the pricing, the faster we can go through the jewelry and the more we can therefore show you, and then really it's a full circle moment the more value you get. So it's really an exciting day to be shopping. And then take a look at these on, because that is the look we want to see in our turquoise, that beautiful, powerful color we enjoy, that consistent color. And again, the way the diamonds are just dripping, that's going to be that beautiful bead set diamond material in the front, and then leading into that larger diamond there before you get to that very tip of that teardrop. So let's get it out the door for $9.99. No, not even $9.99. Let me change it. Let's go even lower. 2 pairs. So that is exciting to have. Let's make them better than $9.99 or better than $8.88 when there are diamonds and gold. Take another look at them close up. Just want you to see that color from a distance, because when you get, even though it's an opaque stone, when you get really good turquoise, I always find it kind of glows, which is so odd to say when it's an opaque stone, because there's no transparency to it. There's no facet pattern to it, really. There's nothing really, you know, to sparkle necessarily, but it's still got that powerful color. And when it's consistent like this is, it does. It just tends to have that beautiful, beautiful kind of outward glow. And you see the polish of the stone as well. And it's going to be, you know what, skip over $777 as well. As much as I like that price, as much as I like to see that price when I'm in Vegas, I'm going to do something a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't go anymore. Right? So here we go. Let's make it $699, despite my best efforts. But $699 is going to make it yours. So that's going to be it. And then, yes, we are only 23 minutes away, by the way. We're going to do those tanzanites, those unheated zoocytes, if you will. Those are coming up on the early side, okay? So we're going to do that because there are only 4 of them. And I know a lot of you on a Sunday might, you know, be very busy and have a whole slate of activities planned. So I'm going to put that premiere pretty early in the show, so you don't have to wait all that much longer for our tanzanite to get here, those beautiful unheated zoocytes. But trust me, it's tanzanite like you've never seen it before. And this isn't even the blue-green unheated. It's a little different. So that's going to be coming up. Let me know if you'd like that pair. But again, I've only got 4 pieces, which it's why I'll keep reminding you that they're on their way. Now let's take a look. We've got some cross styles here because, you know, Easter's coming. So let's bring you a really, really good look. And I had this actually in emerald. Gosh, was it yesterday? Was it Thursday? Either way, this is a really beautiful princess cut. It's a nice one. Actually, it's, you know, it's more of an Asher, actually. It's item number 1123220, and that's a ruby out of Burma. And the difference here is the cross I had that was more petite with an emerald the other day had not as much diamond weight. This is really the entirety of the cross, with the exception of the Asher ruby, is going to be in diamonds. So it's 1123220. So 3220, I know that's a lot of twos. A lot going on there. Yellow gold only, comes with the chain. It's going to be a single 22-point Asher cut ruby out of Burma. 12 points in the diamond weight as well. We just have 1. Again, that's going to be the theme of the day here. But we're going to show you what we can do on value, because again, we're pointing out where you get a chain that is lovely like this and adjustable like this is. That's really, really wonderful, because I'm going to show it to you on yet a couple extras here that you didn't even see yet. There's a diamond on either side of your pendant. So let me show this to you. If you choose to, obviously you can actually, do you see how you can adjust it here? So I think, you know, a lot of people are going to go for, you know, popping that pendant on right between the 2 diamonds. But if you want to, you can get a little fun with it. You can go asymmetric. It's up to you. It's a chain that's going to come off as well. But you see these 2 diamonds, so that, you know, if this is a beautiful new pendant chain you want to have for other pendants in your collection that are yellow gold, it's going to work beautifully. And we'll show you the length of it as well. But this is going to be a quick one only, yellow gold only. And that ruby, July's birthstone. So keep in mind, I know they're picking up a lot of glare there, but there you can see it's about 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline next for you. And this is where you do have adjustability in that chain and even a premium closure like the lobster claw. So you've got 16, 17, and 18 inches in length to choose from here as you day by day put it on. You have all those different adjustable lengths, which makes it, again, easy to tailor towards your neckline, whatever that may be that day. If you want to wear it a little higher, 16 would be about here, 17 right about here, and 18 just a little bit lower than that. So it's up to you where you put it. But again, this diamond cut chain with those 2 bezel set diamonds coming with it, which would be more than the price I'm offering the entire piece for. So this is going to be one of those, as we take a look at it up close here, you're going to get a huge value on. Love the beauty of having something a little different with the Asher cut. Not $1,000, not even $999. We'll go halvesies on it. We'll make it simple and easy, and $499 will get it to you. But that's where, again, I've been searching them even recently, out in the real world, just actually looking at chain pricing. Chains without diamonds, chains without adjustability, chains without a nice lobster claw clasp. Well, they're also going to be more than $499 by themselves. We're giving you a premium. This is like your new workhorse chain for your collection because it's not just for this pendant. And that's the beauty of it. And if you have a basic chain at home, and we all do, maybe it needs a little upgrade, maybe it needs a little refresh. You've looked at them out there and going, yep, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a basic chain. Why didn't I just shop at TVON? Get me more for my money, get me something a little bit upgraded and different and designer, and this is it. So $499 will get that to one collar. We'll give it 30 seconds, and don't forget we also have a large coral cross if you want to go a little bit bolder with your colors and your size of stones, and then also size overall. Then we've got, of course, in the most bold of pendants, that 29 karat tanzanite, as I mentioned, very important, and yellow sapphires are here. Beautiful yellow and pink diamond combos here. Got the most gorgeous blue-green tourmaline. They've been flying of late. We've had a beautiful, just a new, I wouldn't even call it a collection per se. There's just been a couple of stones here and there, and they've all been going. So if you'd like this one, let me know. Then we're going to get to our blue-green tourmaline coming up. And then again, we're only 20 minutes away from our unheated zoisites. So looking forward to that. And then we'll have 3 blue wings. So we've got all the ends of the tanzanite and zoisite spectrum covered today for you. And that one's here if you'd like it. Now, this is something we have not been able to keep in stock. And I've only had a couple stones, and they've all been entirely different. But this is one of the bigger gems and one of the bigger examples. And I don't know, they just seem to get better and better and better every single time we see them. And this one is got a lot of diamond weight too. So it is a specialty piece, and it's item number 1123211, and this would be our 514. So it's a very, very large, stunning brand new stone here. It's the Congolese tourmaline, which is blues and greens, and so visually might be identified by one and all as Bahariba, right? But you know the deal by now. Hasn't been, again, there hasn't been enough of the material to test gemologically to make that determination for 100% certain yes or no on copper content. So we're going to call it the most beautiful tourmaline with blues and greens that is also clean, and that's always tough to get. Now, as far as the diamond weight goes, there's a lot going on, a carat 42 in the diamond. So you're getting a lot of diamond weight as well. And you can see here, obviously it's a big halo, but then it's got the split shank and a diamond right in between that as well. So how about this for clarity though? And it's doing what so many of the Congolese stones, when the gray cutting is applied to these beautiful Congo stones, what's happening is a lot of times you're getting like an ombre effect where it really goes from one color to another again. And in this case, the elongated cushion is really doing that from green to a blue-green to another green, and where you see that beautiful consistency, and yet it's like a waterfall of different colors that are happening, and yet it's going to be kind of a mirrored image top to bottom. So it's really an exciting stone, but this being a 514 is one of our larger ones for sure, and that does not stop me from giving it a major value. Let's take a look at it. I'll show it to you on the hand because obviously that's going to be hugely important when you've got a stone this size, is to make sure that it's going to work for you as far as the size of the ring for your hand and what you prefer. And if you like a big stone, well, that's certainly going to deliver right there. And you see what it's doing with that elevator of light effect all the way through. So very special. Obviously, we don't have Paraibas that are 5 carats in size. So if you're looking for one, and one more thing, you can change the gold too. So if you want to change it to, let's say you'd rather have a yellow gold or rather have a rose gold, and I mention that because sometimes the blue greens, they can look really, really good in rose gold if you kind of like to go that unique route. So you have that option here, but you ready for this? A $69.99 piece. That's a very fair value when you're talking about a tourmaline that's that lively in color, but we're going to go even lower than that for you. We only have the one, of course. What's that? Thank you. The ruby piece is gone. So enjoy that. Congratulations there. And then we're going to have another cross. Don't forget, we have the coral cross coming up. But this one's got to go right now, and it will, because none of our Congolese tourmalines have been sticking around, not a one. So this is going to go very, very quickly. But we are so excited to have it, proud to bring you this value. Amazing opportunity here because it is less than half off. So $3,500, but taking it even lower than that to get you a much better value than you could even imagine. And it's not even going to be $35,000 or $3,000. We're going to do it for $29.99 on the rare of the Congolese bright blue-green, amazing tourmaline. And yes, this one is gone already. That's what's been happening with these blue-greens. So the only thing left from this show, by the way, is going to be the turquoise earrings we started with. So here we are. Okay. I said we wouldn't play that game today because I would know that if we play the guessing game, we will be here all day. But this is the stone that TVON has never had before in jewelry, and it's one of the most highly collectible stones in the world. So for those of you thinking, oh, that's a pretty sapphire ring, that's a pretty tanzanite ring, that's a pretty kyanite, that's a pretty blue diamond. Nope. It's not. It's not any of those blue stones that are traditional, right? This is anything but traditional. And the only thing, like I was saying, is the only thing that's really harder than finding the stone is how to spell it and pronounce it. So let's give a little lesson in gems here. And for my collectors out there, come on in. 1123094. It's in yellow gold only. It's 18 karat yellow gold. And that's because we're looking at one of the most collectible stones in the world. And it is called Hauyn. Have you guys seen this before or heard of this before? Spelled, yes, HauYne. And it's that really, and it is pronounced Hauyn. The H is silent. Hauyn. So that's how you actually pronounce it. Sounds almost meditative, doesn't it? Hauyn. Say it with me now. Sunday morning. Here we go. Hauyn. It is a beautiful bright blue gem when you get top gem quality. That's the challenge. That is definitely the challenge. Part of the sodalite family. It's kind of an offshoot of lapis actually, but it's really, really rare gem quality. It's a total weight of 29 points here that then do this great overlapping almost highway design with the diamonds, which are 16 points. So we have this one. It's just something different for us here. And congratulations on the Congo, by the way. Who got that one? Oh, so Nancy got, in unison, I heard from everybody. Nancy got the Congo, and then you got the ruby. Who was that? John got the ruby. Thank you, John. Yeah, sure. Here's the inside of the Congolese for Nancy. So Nancy, take a look at this, and then we'll just move our Hauyn side. So this is how we do it. We build an undergallery without taking away from the clarity of the stone, because you know how you would see an undergallery through a clean stone. So we build something that kind of follows the lines of the stone so that you still have that way it sits up off the hand, that kind of established gold content on the inside to make it comfortable, but it's not going to interfere with the beautiful clarity, because this, remember, is a style where intentionally you have some open work to it, the negative space of the side split shank and all of that. So that's that one that's already gone. Just wanted to show Nancy the inside. So we'll go back to our Hauyn, and this is going to be a really, really good value for a stone that is tougher to find. Now, the good news is also the way they're set, they're bead set into this somewhat highway design. So it's meant to be worn, you know, casually kind of every day, except just be mindful of the fact, and I don't think this is really crucial because they are smaller stones, so it's not like you have one big stone perched up in a gigantic setting. However, it is a little softer stone. I always like to, again, point that out to you when is the case. We talk about that with opals sometimes, you know, just be a little more mindful of, like, if you're going to be really, really, you know, working with your hands a lot one day, maybe this is the ring you leave at home that day. So you don't leave the stone susceptible to any, you know, hard knocks or anything, right? Like, just anything that's going to be out of the ordinary, right, of daily wear. So just keep that in mind. It's about a 5.5 to 6 on the Mohs scale, so that's a little bit under what we generally consider like your everyday tough as nails stone, which is really 7 and up, and so most stones are. But I just like to point that out when that's not the case. And so here we are. Consider it and treat it like you would an opal. But again, the smaller sizes and the way they're set, you shouldn't be, you know, leaving them too vulnerable here. So we'll take a look at it, and then we'll try it on. Come on over, and then we'll get it out the door for a real nice collector who wants a big value on something special and different and still goes with a lot because it's those beautiful blues. I do want to show you how the highway design creates a little bit of that negative space we were just seeing. So you see they're actually elevated up over the hand a little bit. So you get a little bit of space between what are really kind of like 3 rings in one that are doing this great overlap. And so it really looks good, and yet they're bright, vibrant. And that's always the challenge with the Sawin, is to get, there are different colors, and some are colorless and some are kind of brownish red. And this is really the gem quality material, again, out of the sodalite family. And okay. Remind me, Tony, I don't know if you can, no, you can't tell me from here. I can't remember what the little, you know, the little, whatever the symbol is. But thank you, because we actually got specific and added the little, you know, 2 dots over the word there. So anyway, we're going to blow it out. It's going to be $19.99 if anybody would like it. So just a superstar collectible for one caller. It's our only one of the day, and we just thought we'd bring that to you. So something kind of fun and different as we are about to. We're 10 minutes away from bringing the new zoisites, which are so bright, so clean, and trust me, if you haven't seen the one, I had one on Thursday, and that's been it. So if you haven't seen these, they're really beautiful, and the ones we have today are superstars in the cutting as well. So I'm really looking forward to presenting those, but like I said, only 4, so trying to get you prepped and ready to go there because they're not going to be sticking around too long. We know that. Also have some aquamarine today in earrings, so yes, getting you ready for March there. And then let me just show this on the hand really quickly, Tony, because we're talking about the other cross we have, and we have the ruby and diamonds has found its home, but we did have another option for you in something a little more bold. Certainly, it's 1119650. This would be the coral, and coral cabs that you have 6 of them in total, and they go all the way through this white gold. Now I don't have a carat weight, which is a shame because there's quite a few of them, and they're 6 by 8s a piece. So this, I would figure, if I was estimating, I'd figure you're getting probably about, it could easily be about 2 carats per stone there. So you could be getting anywhere between, like, let's say 10 and 12 carats conservatively of your Mediterranean coral in those ovals, but they're consistent, they're matched, they're not just orange or pinky, they've got that really nice red orange color. They look more red than they do orange, which is always the telltale sign that you're into really, really high-end coral. But we've got one only. Let's blow it out. It's in white gold only, and you see the white gold bail. It's got great finishing on the inside. I'll show you here. That's, I mean, it doesn't look much different from the inside as it does from the outside, but it's still got those beautiful baskets of gold solid all the way through. Here's what it looks like on, just to give you an idea there of what that's going to look like on the neckline, whether you wear it a little, you know, higher or lower. That depends on the chain you're putting it on. So just put your favorite white gold chain. Maybe it's a diamonds by the yard, right? That would work. It's got a big enough bail. So if you want to add, since there are no diamonds in the piece itself, you can add diamonds in the chain if you're using your diamonds by the yard chain, which is obviously something that a lot of people do. And 1 3/4 inch in length. Let's take another look at it on the hand, then we'll go up close so you can see the beauty of the coral. But it's actually going to be $499. So it's certainly affordable, and it's a great way to get a beautiful, beautiful, bright, again, kind of a little different than a basic red, a little more of an orangey red. So huge value there, great chance to pick it up. I'm going to show you up close as well. Yeah, I'm going to just was moving my ween aside here, and there it is. So you can see that's a really good look. So you can see how there's that polish to each of the cabochons. It's in the white gold, as we mentioned, stays that way, but you can see the consistency of those colors even up close. And this is another organic gem. So unlike turquoise, right, which a lot of people think coral and turquoise would be in the same category. They're both opaque. They're usually cut in cabochon. Well, this is actually still, it's an organic stone, more like we would see with pearls. So it comes from a living organism. It's just a little, again, different because it's, again, coming from, you know, the depths of the ocean. So you're talking about something that's really been challenged, especially in recent years, to get any consistency in yield. That means the number of stones. It means also the quality of stones. So $499 if you like it. Lots of coral carat weight. I wish I had the carat weight. Just certain designers don't look at cabochons as that carat weight. We usually do. But again, one of those great designer styles in the white gold only. So just wanted you to see the beautiful shine they have. You still get a sheen and a high polish off all of those cabochons. And now we get to our really big alexandrite deal. There's an alexandrite one only that's a one of a kind here, and it is a fabulous, fabulous stone. And we are now 6.5 minutes away from our zoisites. So I know you're all waiting on those. We're going to get those out of the way quickly because there are only 4. And so really wanted to treat you guys to the early bird special here. But this is our 25-point alexandrite. And it is truly one of the most affordable ways to get an alexandrite. And this is not a basic stone. This is not a typical color. This is not a basic in any way because it's got the max beautiful color change you can get. It's starting as a really saturated blue-green, which is usually very indicative of what level of color change you're going to get. This is starting with that beautiful rich tone. It's a deep blue-green. I would say in this case, you're getting a lot of those, almost like a beautiful mix of what you would see almost in a saturated Congolese tourmaline or Paraiba. And then in a different light, in incandescent light, you've got the purples and the reds that come through. So this is Brazilian material. It comes out of that one mine, which is famed as being the best in the world for alexandrite of any kind of recent modern era, right? We used to look to Russia for alexandrites. That material is pretty much, yeah, it's hard to find unless you're looking at estate jewelry. This is our quarter carat stone, and it's going to be item number 112071. So we only have this one, and what we did was we added pink and white diamonds to it. So that's really pretty too. Come on in, take a look. Scalloped triple halo here, so it gives it a very feminine sweep of the diamond triple row, and you're getting 57 points in the pink diamonds. They're going to overwhelm the white diamonds. We do only have just one here yet again. So it's just, again, going to be that, you're going to hear that all day long. But it is going to be our really, really important way to take a smaller stone, because obviously most alexandrites are. It's just that level of rare, and of course being color changing chrysoberyl, we love it. But it's also going to be that piece that is still going to give you a nice size ring overall because of the way we extend those halos. We add to it. You get the pink and the white diamonds, all of that. So a little bit of split chain to anchor it. You can see how each level is kind of tiered and stacked up a bit, which is also very pretty, and you get the rose and the white. And we only have the one, and it stays as is. So all we need to know is what size do you need, and this is still, it's really a beautiful high-end stone, that's for sure, to get that kind of quality showing through. And then I'll flip it around so you can see it the other way. But we got one, so let's blow it out. It's $49.99 originally. Let's take it a lot lower for you because that's what we're doing all day today. And here's another look at the other orientation of the ring. So if you like to, prefer your pairs pointing away from the hand, you got that look. That's a possibility as well. But it's not going to be $49 or $39. Don't worry about $29.99 or even $19, because that's how we're trying to move one of a kinds. I vowed that to you early. It's going to be a lot of one of a kinds, heavily discounted, and so you don't even have to pay $1,500 for it. So that's, wait a minute. Suddenly $1,500 in alexandrite, those are not usually something that coincide. We're going under $1,500, and I don't mean $14.99 either. I've got one. It's a huge value. I'll make it $1,399 first caller. That's it. So a mega value on our alexandrite with pink and white. But look at the overwhelming carat weight you're getting. And of course, it's going to be 89 points overall, but you get way more pink diamonds than you do the white diamonds even, which is obviously a very high-end kind of way to go. So $13.99 on that one, and we'll just have that one. And get registered if you're not already, because you do need to be a registered caller to pick up any of our zoisites that are coming up in just moments. 3 minutes. Yes, Jason. Oh, good. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right. So our coral's gone as well. Congratulations. 2 pieces available, Aween, and also the turquoise earrings that we started the show with, and the turquoise earrings were really affordable, by the way. So I'd pick those up in a hurry, and then we are just moments away. So what I'll do is we'll get you started here. We'll talk a little bit about these stones, because I know for the most of us, it's going to be something you haven't seen before. And we think of zoisite, and we think of tanzanite, and we know Tanzania is famed for this stone called tanzanite, but it's generally a blue or a purple or a lavender or a mix. And we've, of course, been the leader in featuring the very, very best in tanzanite for the last 5 years. And I'm talking the best overall in the world. I'm going to get you started on these, and if you'd like to call in early, I invite you to do so, because we don't have more than these 4. Tomorrow night, I will show you some of the traditional unheated, because believe it or not, the unheated's rare no matter what, and we hardly ever see those. But when we see the traditional unheated stones, they're blues and greens. There's still that, almost, I call it mermaid colors, right? There's some kind of oceanic blue and green variety. With this material, this is why this is so different, and we're going to bring those tomorrow for you. I've got a few, I think I've got, 4 or 5 pieces tomorrow night. But this is where you're going to see 4 incredible stones that are colors you probably haven't known to exist out of this same mine. It is the same Tanzanian mine. These are just from an old world collection. They go back prior to the mining of even the blue wing block Ds, which go back, by the way, about 15 years ago. So that's why it's so distinctive to find, and why we're so proud to have it is because nobody else has it, number one, but it was mined some time ago. What we're going to show you here was mined prior to even the blue wing block Ds, and they escaped the heating that this stone almost always gets. So I invite you to dial in, because we're going to show you 4 rings. We're going to start with the largest. We're going to work our way down. With that means that you're also getting different price points available to you. So if you obviously are you know, if you're getting a larger stone, it's going to be a little bit more, but then we're going to work our way down and get you all the different levels of quality that you want. But again, I got the 2 rounds, which are the 2 big ones, and then trillion cuts are going to be our smaller ones. So if there's already a cut that you prefer, you know where to go. But this is going to be wild, and we're starting with our 9 carat for you. It's a very special stone. We saw one. It was a beautiful trillion just on Thursday. That was our little preview, and we said they're going to be coming up the rest of the collection on Sunday. Here we are doing this early so we can, again, get y'all treated to something special, but we're starting with the 9 carat. And so what this is this is still zoisite, still comes from the Tanzanian mine, which of course is, you know, that very famed mine in Tanzania, which has taken its name, but we tend to call this zoisite because that's the natural gem material's name. Tanzanite really is the trade name that's applied to the blues, to the purples, to the blue wing block Ds, of course. But this is where you're getting almost sunset colors. Each stone is a little bit different. They're all going to be blends of really pinks and oranges and goldens. And then sometimes you'll see a little bit of purple pink come through, but it really is less purple and more of these other, what I call the sunset colors. So they're really intriguing stones. They're beautiful, and they're still giving clarity as well. So it's really exciting to have them. And I know a lot of you were calling earlier to find out when exactly are they going to be on. You don't want to miss them because this is all we have. When these 4 are sold, which will be probably, I don't know, probably 90 seconds from when we put them up, they're going to be gone forever. We have nothing else. This is the collection. Right here, I hold in my hand. 4 stones only. We had the one. It sold before I could even price it on Thursday. And let me tell you, that was before we didn't even preview that. We didn't even tell you it was coming. So this is where I think a lot of people are ready to go. We're going to start with the big one, and then we'll work our way down. So what I would recommend doing is just getting on the phone lines now if you think you might want one, because then you can stay on the phone lines and, wow. Remember when, I can't say that Thursday was actually our first one. Sorry, everybody's been looking at this, so it's got a fingerprint or 2. Because this is kind of like the collectible, even those of us who have been doing this for a few decades have not seen, right? And here's the first one, and then I'm going to go ahead and just give you a flash of the other round, just so you know which one you like better for mounting. Because this one is all white diamonds, and the next one I have is going to be smaller, but it's going to be a yellow and white diamond mounting. And there will be a price difference, but look at this. That's the next one. So they have the same colors, but, and actually what's funny is this diameter is a little bit bigger, but this is a smaller stone. So we have the 903 there, 882 here, not much difference. We're talking about 20 points, but still wanted you to see the preview. If you want to wait on the line for the other one, then we'll get to our trillions. But this is not going to last. We have 4 pieces. They're ultra collectible. Quite frankly, they shouldn't be priced at all. They shouldn't be for sale at all. They shouldn't be available to you and I, the consuming jewelry public, right? They should be in museums. And that's how rare they are. So 1123-195 starts us off. This is a natural, unheated. Think about it. Can you imagine? I always put myself in the shoes of the miner who came across the rough material. And granted, the rough material maybe didn't look this bright or this flashy because, you know, that's the faceting and the polishing. But look at this stone, and I know it's, I want to show you, it actually is a squared off kind of style. This is like that firework effect, so I want to show you. There's the split shank. And so even though it's a round stone, it's going to have this almost, look at all those tapered baguettes. There are a few rounds that extend beyond. You see a couple of alternating designs here where it goes round, tapered baguette rounds. So it's just, but they're also on different levels, which I love. This is a very high-end mounting. It's a 903 stone, and then it's got a carat 92 in diamonds, which are rounds and baguettes. So really, really important, exquisite diamonds here, but I want to show it on. And do you see what I'm talking about with sunset colors? All at the same time, whereas normally sunset colors would be tiered, where it'd be like maybe one a little more golden, then a little more orange, then a little more red, then a little more pink. In this case, it's the round cut, so it's like a kaleidoscope of all those colors together that turn and spin and move and look so fantastic, and that's the idea here. So it's our largest. It is going to be the most pricey of the 4. We're going to work our way down, as I like to do with these debuts, so you know who you are if you want the big stone, what would be considered the king stone of the collection. Now, the truth is, do you guys remember a couple Sundays ago? It was 2 Sundays ago right now when we were bringing you another stone that we'd been teasing since prior to that, in that week where we talked about what is the stone, and hardly anybody was able to guess it. And we had literally thousands of guesses come in. That was the same material. We named that stone Pink Sunset because it had very distinctive yellows into pinks. And that was a $30,000 ring, by the way, and the stone was not this large, not even close. So keep that in mind. That was a $30,000. Do you remember that? Because I know a lot of you do. And it had the ruffle of the pink and the yellow diamond pave around it. And it's literally still here if anybody wants it, but it's $30,000. I am proud to say this one, much larger stone, I like the cut even better because it's the round, so it's glistening and it's glittering and it's showing off all those amazing colors, but this one's gonna be a lot less than $30,000, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So if you'd like it, plus it's in that really high-end mounting as well, white diamonds offsetting the colors beautifully, I think. You've got the white gold, it does stay in the white gold. It can be sized, there's a little bit of a split shank, but this is the largest, this is the most important by far. It's the king, I mean, I call it the queen stone because I feel like these colors are very feminine, but it really is, it's a trade phrase to use the term kingstone, the best one of the collection, the best one of the parcel. That would definitely be the stone here. So if you'd like it, let me know, because this is not going to be a moment where you go and wait to see the price, because $30,000 is actually too low for it. It should be more, because that stone, the pear shape, was what, 2.5, 3? That was 30 grand. I like this color better because it's the colors blended. I like the cutting better. And it's obviously a much bigger size. We'll try it on for you. And it's not going to be, this is the best part, it's supposed to be $18,999. Watch this on the hand. It is not going to be anywhere near it. Yes? Oh, thank you, Teresa. That's a nice, wow, she didn't call in to see the zoocytes or anything else. She just called in to share the kindness. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate that. But look at this on the hand. See what I mean by kind of squared off, the way this firework effect of diamonds works? It's not going to be $18,999. Here's what I'm going to do. First caller, do we have anybody thinking about it? And then we'll get to the round next, the second round and final round. And this one, if you'd like it, is not even going to be $89.99. It's no fun if we have these collectible stones that everybody wants that are so precious that only we have, and then nobody can afford them. So I am a major believer in getting you the affordability to go with the rarity, even though we shouldn't be going this low. It's not even $89.99. The first caller will take this one for $7,999 instead. And that is the one and one alone that's that size. We're going to move to an 8-carat 82, which is only 20 points or so less. And that's going to stay on the lines because they're getting a lot more affordable after this. So again, this is why I invite you to stay on the phone lines. Obviously, this is the kingstone of the parcel. This one's a little bit more. And then we'll go to the next round, which is going to be this one. Item number 1123-187. This is bigger, by the way. Now, I mean diameter, because look at this. I'll put them side by side. The 8-carat 82 that you're seeing on the left is a bigger diameter than the 9-carat 03. So it actually visually looks bigger, and it's got the same colors to it. And this one, we added a ton in the yellow diamonds, because look at the distinct, I would say even the colors are a little more distinctive here. And this one is going to be a huge drop in the price, and I honestly don't understand why. We went higher end with the diamonds. We went to 2 yellow diamonds. Again, this is the 882. I know, it makes no sense, right? I keep looking too, going, what's going on? There's no way. But sometimes gems do that. Depending on the depth of the cut, it can look different visually in the diameter when you get something that, this is an 882. The last one was a 9-carat, but this one looks entirely larger because of its diameter. So maybe it's a more shallow cut. That's got to be the case, right? So it gives you a bigger face value. This is the 882 with stunning yellow diamonds first. Love that. The diamonds are 70 points just in the yellows. You're getting a 35-point yellow diamond on each side in a pear shape. Love how they point away from the centerpiece, so it's like they just transition right into the band beautifully. And then you've got 42 points in white diamonds, and this one is so much less, and I don't get it. I told Tony before the show, I told management when I saw him last week, I said, this is my favorite ring. This is my favorite one of the collection. And I love a trillion too. My 2 favorites are here because I like sparkle. My favorite color is sparkle. My favorite theme is sparkle. My favorite texture is sparkle. My favorite everything is sparkle. I love anything that sparkles. And the rounds and the trillions do it better than anything. And I have all, either 2 rounds or 2 trillions. The trillions are coming up. They're much smaller. So again, after this, we go to a 3-carat. And then after that, we go to a 286. So the trillions are kind of similar like the rounds are. But this is nowhere near even $79.99. It makes no sense at all. None. None. It's not even close. And the yellow diamonds, again, 70 points, and the white diamonds are 42. So I know there's a lot happening here with the carat 12 and diamonds overall. I just think this is really, it's my favorite stone of the bunch. So what can I say? And come on in, because this one's not even close to $79.99, as I said. It's also going to be something that is in the 2 tones of gold right now. I would leave it that way. I don't see any reason to change that. You've just got a little bit of yellow gold to set the yellow diamonds. The rest is white, and then we'll try it on. But do you see how distinctive? Can you imagine? I know we've seen unheated tanzanites before that are blues and greens, lavenders and aquas, but this is a totally different deal. And when we're done with them, we're done with them. This is all we have. There's nothing else except for that $30,000 pear shape that's smaller. So I say get this one and spend less than $79, less than $69, not even $59.99. This makes absolutely no sense. and that's also why I liked it so much, because the value is so there. It's $49.99. So we are taking that extra low, and I just think those big yellow diamonds are what also makes it. They're so appropriate for the collectability of that stone. And I know I'm doing this early. I know we usually don't get into big premieres till at least hour number 2, but I wanted to bring these out early because we got a whole show of amazing values. And so this is $49.99. We'll get to our 2 trillions next, which are going to be, again, dropping in size to a 3 and just under 3. So we'll show those next for you. And then, you know, if you want to see all 4, you risk them being, you know, gone, but we can show you, obviously, go back to all 4 as well when we've seen them all, and that way you can kind of pick your favorite. But here's the next trillion. And I love this one too, because this is where you get more of the pink and the purple. The rounds were giving more of the yellows and the oranges and the pinks. The trillions, I find, give you more visual pinks and purples. Do you see it? Do you see it? So it's almost like there's your nod to what we traditionally see with tanzanite, is that purple element. It's like a mauve tone of pink and purple together. When pink and purple mix, I think it creates a mauve tone. That's what you have in the trillions, even more so. So instead of being more golden or more yellow orange or yellow pink, and these go way down in price, so if you're looking for just more affordability, my goal is to get one for everybody who wants one, albeit we've only got 2 left to show you, and this is it. So now we're talking about the trillion here, which is going to be a 3-carat pluser. It's actually really close. We got a 317 here, so it's going to be 1123,190. You got to be on the lines here, and then of course once you see them all, you can see, you know, pick your favorite if it's still available, and we'll help you with that. But take a look. This is going to be gone, and it's an unheated trillion, which is a 317, and it's a 19-point pink diamond weight. Then you have, how about this? White diamonds at 72 points. So 91 points in total diamond weight here. Trillion cutting. There are those pinks. It is actually, notice it's a fancy modified trillion. It's not even a traditional trillion. It's a little bit different. And it's just, another finger brand, hold on. And then we'll try it on for you. This one is going to be very, very affordable. Still can't believe what we're doing. I mean, technically the bigger ones are the bigger value because they're such big stones. And this one though, I love that modified trillion. And now it's like it changed because it's in a little different light. Now I'm seeing more greens and more golden colors to it. So these are fabulously rare. The trillion cut here, you know what, blow it out. It's supposed to be $79.99. I can't do that because I'm lowering all of them. So if we lower one, we got to just, you know, make it happen on all of them. Do you see how that moves, how fascinating it is? It is really such a cool stone, so distinctive, and this will now mark 6 total that we've ever had. The $30,000 one 2 weeks ago, Thursdays, which was about this size, and then we've got these 4 today, and this one is only going to be $29.99 first caller. And then we'll get to our final trillion, which is really light diamond weight. So only 16 points in diamonds on the next one. So if you want to go a little bit bigger diamond weight, go here with the trillion. And of course, those are pink and white diamonds, and that one's sold. Congratulations. And then here we go with our final one, 1123. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is so fabulous. Look at the purples in that stone. Purple, pink, and then yellow and orange. Oh, this is so cool. 1123,312. And this is also a modified trillion cut. I love that they took such a rare piece of material and they cut it in a distinctive way, and these are all one of a kinds, and our first trillion is gone, and now this one, kind of the arrow design. It's a 286, so just under 3 carats, white gold or yellow gold or rose gold, you decide, but that's got 16 points in diamonds. So you see it really is like this distinctive east-west arrow design. Diamonds on one side, diamonds then framing the other sides, kind of wrapping around. Think about how amazing it would be, still with the wondering, if you wanted to add more diamond weight to it, you could. And it's only going to be, you know what, it's got to be less than 3,000, right? Because we just did the last one for 29. So I'll make it a little less. We'll save you another $500 and we'll make it $24.99, and that's it on our unheated zoisites for today. So that one's got the most purple and pink by far, and here's what it looks like on the hand for you. And again, you can change the gold color, so even if you want to go yellow gold, you may. Is this one gone? Thank you, Jason. All right, so let me just show real quick here the 2 rounds that we have. The round that is going to be only $49.99 is there, and then the larger of the rounds, technically speaking, in carat weight is also here for $79.99. So those are the 2 that remain from the collection. So now that we've seen the trillions out the door, and who knew that the trillions would be more popular than the rounds so far, but I think a lot of people just wanted to hang out and see what we had. So there they are, the 2 rounds that are left. And again, let's just get rid of that item number because it doesn't apply to these, and we'll go back to either 1123,195 or 3187 because that's what we have up there. So just want to recap them. You've seen them all now. Trillions are sold out and gone, and here we are with our 2 rounds that remain. And again, the right side is the 9 carat 03, the left side is the 882. There was a difference in price of $3,000 between the 2, which I find odd, but again, and believe it or not, the bigger visual with the yellow diamonds is less money. So that's where I'd say $49.99 for that 8 carat that's on the left. That's where I would go. That's my favorite stone of the bunch there, because it's still got the pinks and a little bit of those kind of pinky mauve tones, and then it's got a lot of the goldens, and that means the yellows and the reds. So all working together there. Fabulous stones. Let me know. $79.99 for the right side. That's got that exquisite diamond weight of 2 carats, or almost 2 carats, carat 92. And then you get the yellow and the white diamonds on the left side. So we're moving on from there. That's it. That's all of my zoisites that are those colors. Tomorrow night, again, to remind you, if you like the traditional unheated, which is weird to say because they're all so unique and so rare and specialty when they are unheated, but if you like the blues and the greens, the ones that have that almost aqua teal tone to them, those are going to be coming up. I have a small collection. I believe there are 4 of them tomorrow night. Yes, 4, I believe. So that's going to be coming up tomorrow night at 7. We probably will wait probably a half hour into the show to do them. So if you want the traditional unheated colors, the blues and the greens, we've got them tomorrow for you. So that's our last left here. Do you want to take one last look at them? Either $79.99, or I would take that left side for $49.99 all day. I just think the yellow diamonds are so attractive with it. And of course, that's a huge upgrade to get yellow diamonds in a mounting like that. So congrats on the trillions, and I'm so glad you liked them. And then we're going to move on to a really fabulous way to get, there is a pink diamond that's certified. If anybody's looking for a half carat, we've got one of those for you. And we also have a, you've seen these rings all over the high-end designer world, right? Where it's all about those really, and hi Dom in Florida, thank you so much. You're so kind. I just got your message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, happy Sunday. Oh my gosh, you guys are so kind. So here we are, $49.99. We're really leaving those here. All right, off to the museum they go. That is the deal, by the way. You've heard of our museum reserves that we've since released to you guys. Well, we're keeping those for the museums as well. So you get a chance, one chance at them. I know that's where the pear-shaped, the $30,000 pear-shaped, that's where that one's headed as well. And they're actually going to stay in these mountings. And we're really proud of that because these are TVON designs here. So we're really excited that those get to be on display. It's not just the loose stone that's going to be on display. It's going to be the whole ring. So really proud of those. Think about them. Give it some thought. They're really special. They're super rare. It's kind of amazing. I mean, if there was anything ever to be in the priceless category of jewelry, it should be pieces like that. And yet we give them really good prices. So let's get on with it. We've got a very special, I'm going to show you something pretty important here. It's kind of special because it's different. And we've all heard of citrine, and we all know about it. And it's kind of similar to what we just saw. So maybe those aren't in the cards for you, but you're kind of intrigued by the color. And you want rare, and you want distinctive, and you want unique, and you're intrigued by all that. Well, I'm going to show you something that is technically a quartz family gem. Citrine, you know, has kind of a yellow or a golden color to it. Sometimes it gets a little bit orange if it's Madeira, which you thought was the best, right? You think Madeira citrine when you think about the ultimate level of quality. Well, this is a red citrine. Have you ever seen, and I know we've had a couple, but it's been very sparse, red citrine. I mean, I'm talking about the color you're going to see here is got almost like spessartite garnet, yet it's bright. It's kind of reminding me a little of our unheated tanzanites, our unheated zoisites, whatever you want to call them. I technically call them zoisites. I think that's proper. But here we are with a very, very, very special stone. I'm going to come in a little closer because it also has, yeah, pink diamonds and white diamonds. 11222736. So believe it or not, if you celebrate a birthday in November, this is still your birthstone. Just probably not a citrine like the one you may have already had in your collection or have seen everywhere else. I can't stop looking at those zoisites myself. I'm a gem freak. I love them, and yet I'm sort of having a little extra freak out session about these stones here. But let's talk about this red citrine. Do you see how, and I almost wish I had a regular citrine here, but we hardly ever see those. But you probably know they're pretty commonplace in their varieties. So we're talking about a carat and a half here, round, red, round. I'm sorry, I'm humming a different song that I can't get out of my head, and it's something similar. But here's what we're going to do. Carat and a half red citrine, pink diamonds at 14 points. That's the first halo, and then the outer halo is another 50. So we've got pink diamonds, we've got white diamonds. Here's your chance to pick up a beauty. Now, I'm going to try something here. Since we got 2 of our zoisites still here, I'm kind of wondering what's up there. We're going to try something a little different on this one, because how do you put a price on something like this? Kind of the same situation we were just in. I managed to put great prices on the zoisites. Now we're looking at something, I know TVON wants $42.99, fair enough. It's obviously elevated with the pink and the white diamond double halo there as well. And then, yeah, I like to see it move. Because, you know, as much fun as it is to see it even going, swaying back and forth in this very hypnotic fashion on our wheel, you're going to be wearing it. I hope you're going to be wearing it on your hand. So you're going to be wearing it like this. And it's going to move and it's going to dance and it's going to show all the brilliance that stone gives. That is a mix of, when we say red, it's not a ruby red, so don't worry, it's not going to look like your rubies. It's not going to look like your red garnets. It's just the more red variety. It's still Madeira, but I'd call it Madeira to the max, is what I would call this. It still would be considered Madeira citrine, but it's got distinctive reds. I just want to do this. 0 to start. Let's find out. Who's with us today? Let's find out. Who's ready for something rare and exotic? And it's a 0 to start, no reserve, $100 increment auction. How does that sound? That is special. So we're going to just get, why not? Just had this really, really rare premiere, done and gone. We'll have the blue greens tomorrow. Now we're showing you something that is, as far as rarity, also pretty darn rare, right? And yet we have no reserve on this one. $100 could win it. Because you just never know. Early on in the show, nobody expects auctions. I spent an entire hour and 20 minutes yesterday, or was it an hour and 30? I did literally auctions straight through the last half of the show. So who knows? Maybe it's going to be that day. These shows are live. We have no control over what happens. We just know that this is a value waiting to happen because it's at 0. So this is fine jewelry and rare and exotic and something you probably don't have. I know a lot of my jewelry collectors out there going, yep, I got it all. And a lot of you do. You've got every category. You've got a nice variety. There's really, that's the challenge, is finding something you don't have. This might be something you don't have. And so we're making it affordable to get in. Yes, $100, $100 we've got. Thank you so much. We have $100. And I'll try it on again. I would leave it as is on the gold, but you don't have to. If you wanted to go, uh-oh. So Jason, who's at $100? Come on now, really? Who? Rebecca. She's here to steal it. And if you don't think I'm going to sell it, I'll sell it, guys. Did you, if anybody was with me yesterday, and I know some of you probably weren't, did you see what I did yesterday? There were values happening like I've never witnessed before. Apparently today might be the same. So we're at $100. Nobody else. Oh, you can yell them out, guys, because obviously I'm talking to everyone at home. So we have 200, 300. We've got 300. Looking for more. Power bids are welcome. Power bids are welcome. Sometimes it plays a little strategy because sometimes going up a little extra knocks everybody else out. $400 we have. Thank you. Take a look at it. I'll try it on again. Here we go. $400. We're looking for 5 or 6 or more. Yes, 500 now for Allison's bidder. Here it is on the hand. Add a wonder ring, whether it's your white diamond wonder ring, your pink diamond wonder ring. Oh, it would work no matter what because that's got both colors. So you have your pink and white diamond double halo, and we're at $500 only. And where are our bidders? 600? You got it. Thanks, Jason. Jason's got 600. $600. And who do you have there? Do you still have Rebecca or is it someone else? You do? Oh, good. Hi. So Rebecca's with us here back in the lead. And you know what, guys? Here's what I'm going to do. I have got, it looks like we've got everyone through. Whoa. A minute ago, guys, the problem was we already have 6, Jess, so we're looking for 7. A minute ago, I looked up and I went, oh, we don't have anyone, we can't even get anyone through. And now we can, guys. We can get everyone through now. So if you have not had a chance, or maybe you hung up because you couldn't get through, because we had a little more call volume, we can actually even get you in. And what that means is we've got people verifying. I'm going to see if we have anybody who is verifying $700 or $800 here, or $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever it is. But we're going to give it a final 2 minutes because it looks like we're down to 1 person on the lines and 1 person thinking about it over here. So that's that. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock and then we sell it. So it is time to get on the lines right now. If you think you might want to have red citrine, a red round, a beautiful bright dazzling stone that's still going to give you, if you're thinking, well, I like a citrine the way it is. I want to see golden tones. I want to see bright marigolds. I want to see yellows. I want to see vibrant oranges. It's all there too. Because you see the round, what that does is it just gives you this glow, this brilliance, this beauty. Take a look at this. I mean, that's final 2 minutes. Yeah, we're really going to do it. $600 so far. That's not normal. Think about what a band of gold goes for by itself. Think about, oh, pink diamonds and white diamonds. Remember, it's 14 points in the pink. Natural diamonds. I think at this point, are we getting like so blasé about pink diamonds? Because we tend to throw them in as accents quite often, which we can't get blasé about natural pink diamonds, especially round brilliance that have saturation like this, that can sit next to a red citrine and still look saturated to see the difference in color between the white diamonds, which are on the outer halo there. We have a final 90 seconds remaining. If you want to jump in, do we have $700 or $800? Let me know. I'm looking for $4,300, so that's obviously, it's probably not going to happen. But this one's got to go on the hand again, and then remember that round is beautiful. The way it's set with that double halo is stunning. It's classic at the same time, so we're not taking you out of the, out of the ordinary here, out of the norm, except for the upgrade in the diamonds. But do you see, this really looks like the highest quality mandarin meets red diamond. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, because you have the reds and the deep oranges together. There's a neon element, there's a bright yellow element. It's all happening together. We have 50 seconds remaining. If you want to jump in, it's now or never time. It really is crucial to get in on those phone lines now. $600. I mean, this is obviously first hour auction gone bad. This is where, again, big no-no to do first hour auctions. We've got a wheel to show you as well. That's going to be discounts. Any questions? Right. Yes, yes. Is it the red citrine pendant I can remember having? Yes. Was it the round? Because I know we had a round once, and yep, it would go. Like I said, Wanda was saying, I think I saw a necklace before. Yes. We've had, I think, 2 or 3 pieces prior to this, and I think most of them were pendants or necklaces. So yes, it would match. It actually would. I remember them distinctly, and I know I've got a lot of jewelry every day, but when things come around that are rare to this level, you remember them, right? They're all distinctive enough. So do we have $700 or $800 or $1,000? Come on, tell me, talk to me. We got the clock out. You got it? Yes, no? All right, sold. Congratulations. We'll move on. I've got a very special ring that's kind of this dynamic designer style we're seeing a lot of in the world of jewelry right now, where 2 stones come together and meet in the middle. But usually that's done in white diamonds. Here's what we're going to do. I've got a big yellow diamond and a big pink diamond, and they're going to meet in the middle, so to speak. There's actually a little bit of, like, think of it like a cuff style bracelet, but in a ring. Now, for those of you saying, that's going to fly off my finger, that's not going to fit me right, that's going to slide. Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't fit any differently or feel any different than any other ring you have. Just because there's a little gap in the middle does not mean it's going to be awkward or strange or loose or anything like that. I know people think that, and I don't know why. It's still, you get your size, whatever size you need, and that inner circumference will accommodate the ring size you need for the finger you want to wear it on. So it will feel and fit and function just like a normal ring does. So don't be intimidated by that gap in the middle. This is just a nod to this big, high-end, super designer. It was, a very famous supermodel who has become an actress who's, really, really kind of well known for just being stunning. And she got engaged with a big ring, and that's what kind of set off the trend. She got a ring, and instead of having one big diamond, she got 2 big diamonds, and one was an emerald cut, and one was a pear shape, and they did this exact same thing where they met in the middle, so to speak, like side to side, so it was a 2-in-1 almost, and that is really where this influence, and then it's taken off since. That was a few years ago. And now it's taken off, and we're seeing a lot of big designers do just that. This is going to be 1119578. It's an old item. And yet, that's because it went for a ton of money, as it should, $15,999, because let's break it down with these carat weights so you get to know them, because you got a 61-point oval yellow, number 1. That's a VS stone, of course. Then you get a 14-point pear-shaped pink. So this is 61 points. That is 14 points on its own. Then you have 9 points of other pinks. And then you've got another 12 points in other yellows. And then white diamond weight that's going to go to 74 points, because they go on the outer halo and then they go down the sides as well. So there's one ring. It's I always look at it this way. A lot of people tell me all the time, I wish I had enough money to buy everything I want in jewelry. Well, a lot of us do. I hear that a lot. I wish I could buy one of everything. I wish I could get, and that's not always realistic in the budget, especially when it comes to bigger sizes in really rare diamonds like these both are. So I look at it this way. If you had a pink diamond on your radar and a yellow diamond ring on your radar, and you're going, yeah, I got to pick or choose. I'm not going to get both. I'm not made of money. It doesn't grow on trees. What am I going to do? This is where you get the ring that I think is going to satisfy the need for 2 collectibles in one, and yet it's so fabulous in its design, and I'll show it to you on the hand so you can see how it looks, because it's going to look, and again, this one's about 3 sizes too big, but again, you can see how it's going to look side to side. You're going to get what's very minimal as far as the, so to speak, gap in between it. It's very minimal, so it kind of looks like it meets, but you've got your oval here, your pear-shaped east-west here, and it's all one package deal that is so much less than even $59.99. We just took $10,000 off that price, and I am not done. We're going to keep it going, and we've got one. Remember, all together, it's a carat 70. So when you tally it all up and total it all up, you got a carat 70 in diamonds, but it's really about the size individually of the pink and the yellow. Yes? Oh, the earrings? Good. Thank you, Susan, so much. Something from earlier today. Wonderful. Happy to hear that. And remember, we still have two. We still have both of our rounds in our natural unheated zoisite. We'll probably have to recap those later for everybody who tunes in later going, where's that big premiere? And you'll find out, oh, we already did it. So we're just trying to accommodate everybody who wants to see those premieres on the early side. But here we go. $59.99. Yeah, that's not working. And the goal is everything that gets on the air has to go out the door. So you know what we got to do. Take it a lot lower, just silly low, just to make sure, because I realize this is a different design. Not everybody, I mean, this is what's, the fun challenge about being TVON is that we got to have something for everybody. We got to have different price points for everybody. We don't just cater to one type of audience. And listen, we have the finest jewelry in the world, but yet we know that we don't like to spend, you and I don't like to spend $100,000 on each piece. We like to bring you the value that allows you to not have to do that, but get that quality that normally warrants price tags like that. So the difference is that when you put it all together, and you got to have something for everybody, right? This is really for the gal who doesn't want to have the basic, the everyday, the same ring that everybody else is wearing, the same design that maybe your white diamond is in, right? This is that little bit different, but really bringing it to fresh, modern day, what you see happening right now in jewelry, what you see that is the hot, right? The super cool. And to think that colored diamonds are having a moment right now. And there's not going to be a lot of moments to get them going forward. They're really tough. They're really expensive. You heard me talk about it over and over. I talk about it every show whenever we have a yellow or a pink or an orange or a cognac. We had some really cool diamonds yesterday, from chameleons to cognacs to oranges to everything. We had everything yesterday, and yet I'm always telling you, we haven't even been able to bring a new loose diamond in over 2 years, because the prices in wholesale are so crazy high. So now we're taking an older item here with two incredible diamonds, and we're making it less than even $5,000, $4,000, or $3,000, and the top of the hour is here, and it's not going to be even $3,000 or $29.99. So this is your chance to pick it up. We only have the one. Coming together beautifully, very unique, looks like something you had customized. And I really like to point out, since they're each on individual sides here, I really want you to see the brilliance and the beauty of that yellow and the gorgeous color. And then same with the pink, how saturated it is. It's practically purple in that pink diamond there. So that's a very highly saturated stone. It's not even going to be $2,500. It's $24.99 as we wrap up the last item from hour one, get into hour number two. We've got something very special for the top of the hour. And I haven't even told you about this yet, because we do have a Blue Wing Block D trio that's 12 carats plus. That's on one of our best per carat prices we've ever seen. But I also have today, and this is what I haven't mentioned yet, we have a returning favorite. It's a 3 carat round, and it's in the mounting that every time I have this ring, we need like 300 of them, and we have one. So do you know which ring it is? Here's a hint. There it is. That's it. And do you know that we've been telling you, most of what's here in Blue Wing Block D, as limited as they are usually the bigger stones. So a lot of people are wondering, oh, did I miss the boat entirely on some of the more wearable everyday styles, like the 3, the 4, the 5? We got the 315 today. So that's actually going to be coming up. Do you want to do it now? Okay, let's do it now. I mean, why not, right? And I'm going to give it away. That's the best part, because we might as well. So the 12 carats will be here. And by the way, the 12 carats are really well priced. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. It's Sunday. We're live from Los Angeles. This is TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Glad you're here. There are 2 hours left in our Sunday show. We have shown the big unheated zoisites in those gorgeous sunset golden pink colors. We have 2 left only. It's the rounds, it's the big stones, incredible buy. Now we're going to talk a little bit about something that is on its way out. Still in tanzanite, but the traditional best of the best that we have grown so accustomed to seeing here, but those days are nearing the end, unfortunately. And I am sad about it, just like I know so many of us are. But there's the thing, as we've been talking about, our last few have generally been huge sizes. And yeah, we've got a 29 carat here. If you want the biggest of them all, we got a 29 carat round in a pendant. We've got the 12 carat trio coming up at unbelievable per carat prices. But if you don't want to go big in your size, or maybe you already have one, and now you're loving Blue Wing so much that you don't want to just have a collectible that you wear once in a while. You want to wear the beauty of Blue Wing Block D every single day. Well, sometimes that requires a little bit smaller stone to do it. That's where this 3 carat 15 comes into play. So please, whatever you do, you already got a little sneak peek of it. Do not wait to get on the phone lines for it, because the reason this is popular every time we show it, which is, this is the last time we're going to see it, every time it's shown, it's popular because we tend to love this more dome style finish. There's still a casual air about it, while not, guys, this is still a carat 20 in diamonds. So it's not like it's limited in the diamond weight. It's not like it's just accents in diamonds. There's plenty of diamond weight here, but you're getting this beautiful round, which is going to show off the red, the hot pink flashes. I think rounds do it. If you get really, really good material in the round, it does it better than most of the other cuts. Plus you get the glittering, dynamic, round, brilliant factor, right? It's actually a Portuguese cut, but it's brilliance that pays off thanks to that cutting. So it's a big top of the hour, definitely worthy of our top of the hour. It's a 315 round, so get ready. And white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold too. So maybe again, maybe you're looking to branch out a little bit into a different gold color, something to mix and match. These are your last days of Blue Wing Block D opportunities. So it's whatever you do, just don't wait. And look how this ring is going to round out the diamonds so that even though they're all set into the gold, they're burnished into the gold, but they're going to wrap around the sides a bit. Thank you. So this is really beautiful, and it's going to be 112-1813. So glad we're using the way old item number from days gone by to try and keep this price down despite what gold is doing, right? And diamonds. And do we have anybody thinking about it? Because this is not going to last very long. So a top of the hour like this is really, really, really special, isn't it? And it's 112-1813, and we've got a 315 that is just dynamic in every way. All the best colors blending together. How about a carat 20 in diamonds? Yep, that mounting always. And it's scattered to the point where they're very complete. They're very consistent throughout the ring. And one of my favorite aspects is the way that you have diamonds basically wrapping around so you see them from all the different angles and sides. Here's the finishing, so don't be intimidated by, whoa, that's a lot of gold. That's a wide band. Can I wear it all day, every day? Because you're going to want to, and yes, you can. Look at how it's built from the inside. That detailed under gallery work that makes it so incredible. This white, yellow, or rose gold option. Do you see how as the pattern of diamonds, which are, again, prongless, there's no prongs in any of the diamonds. There are 4 prongs in the entire ring. That just holds that 315 tanzanite, but there are different sizes within. They're all big, but there are different sizes because that makes it look a little bit more designer and high style. They're going to basically go, you see how they get a little bit more spaced as they go down the sides. And then even from the side profile of the ring, you're going to see diamonds because, you know, I like a good profile view. I like to see my diamonds from the side because when I'm wearing a ring, which is all the time, that's pretty much what I'm staring at. It's called the driving position. Spend 4 or 5 hours in a car every single day. So, you know, between 4 and 5, whatever it happens to be that day. But that's a lot of time to have your hands on the steering wheel. And I like that when there's detail, you can see on the ring from the side profile. And that is special. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Take a look at this. This is just, oh, such a great, go true to size on it too. Give me a call if you're thinking about it. There's a reason we're kind of doing some of these biggies early here is because we don't want, again, the fights and the people missing out and all that. That's when I get people real upset with me is when we start, you know, there's never enough quantity to go around for everybody who wants one. And that's, again, something I try to prevent and try to warn you. But this is where, again, it's going to happen again where the stone is what's limiting. The mounting I can make all day, the diamonds and gold I can produce all day, I just don't have the stones. So take a look at that, and there's that sparkle. So yes, there's intense blues and purples and reds, but there's also almost like a diamond-like fire to it thanks to that Portuguese cut round. And we have, okay, so guys, let's do this. I've got a $59.99 price tag on this bag right here staring at me in bright red marker. I'm going to do something different, and I'm not making this up. Here it is right here. I'll show you. There's the ring. There's the photograph of the ring. This is where it started, by the way, just under $14,000, and then there's the price. What I'm going to do instead, just to make this interesting, since it's likely the last time we're going to see it, and I say likely because you never know. I guess somebody could buy this and then send it on back. I don't know. But here's what we'll do. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is what I live to do because what good is having something nobody else can get? When we're sold out of this in the coming days, there is going to be literally nowhere else to find this material. You got to get in on it now. I'm trying to give you full fair warning that this is on its way. When it's gone, and then I don't know what we're going to do. I don't even think we're going to be able to bring you tanzanite because how are we going to bring you such a low quality that is just so far from what we're accustomed to and what we're used to here? I don't want to do that. I just can't. I just don't think I can, I'm not the host for it. So here's what we've got for you right now. Instead of $59.99, I'm going to blow it out, and we're not even going to ask $4,999. This is the price you saw it on the back. This is supposed to be $6,000, and I think that if we weren't so accustomed to value here day in and day out, I think we would all be really excited to see that price tag. I've taken $1,000 off. I'm going to keep going because it looks like to me like we have already some callers on the line. Are you thinking about this one, Allison? Jason thinking about it? Jess thinking about it? So we've got some callers where maybe the reputation of this ring has preceded it. Maybe you've asked for it. Maybe you just fell in love instantly when it got on this wheel here today. Either way, you can't make the mistake of dialing in after you see the price tag. Because remember, the price tag is not set other than the $59.99. That's what I'm supposed to get. And now I'm on my own up here just making sure it drops to a price that's going to be happy enough so that where you can happily say yes and feel really good about the value you got. And get one before they're gone. That's the most important thing of all. It's not $49, it's not $39, it's not $29.99. It's one of the more wearable sizes. This is what I can tell you over and over for years. I've been listening to requests come in and what everybody always wants, 3 to 4. 3 to 4, 3 to 4. That's what everybody wants because that's what's still big, still impressive, still going to show off all the luxury and the color and the neon and the saturation, but it's wearable. It's so wearable to get a size like this. And then the way it's set this way, when we usually do, let's face it, bridge mountings, double halos, triple halos, this is a little more cash, even though it's bringing you diamonds. It's definitely got the diamond weight. Sometimes we think casual means no diamonds. It doesn't. It just means the way they're set. Is it wearable? Is it different than what you already have? And I think the answer is yes. Take a look. It's not $29. It's not $28. Okay, let's just skip $2,500. Should we go right to $24.99? That's going to do it. And I'm ready to give it a 60-second clock, but you know what? Before we even get it out the door for $24.99, you know what, operators? Here's what I'm going to do. White, yellow, or rose, remember, in your size, and it is true to size. So you don't have to go up because it's, I know, wider through the top and the center here, but look at how it tapers in the back and look at the under gallery. So you do not need to go up in size. Go true to size, but maybe you could get a larger size than your ring finger because maybe you want to wear it middle or index. It's a low profile enough where if it is normally wider than what you wear on the ring finger, then put it on a middle or index. It'd be great there. It's not 24. It's not even going to be. This is going to sell it. How about $2,000? No, wait. Let's not even do $2,000. I'm going to go lower than $2,000, and I don't even mean $1,999. This is unheard of. Please call me quickly. Because, listen, I know we already have a couple of callers on the phone lines, but we never know what they're on or if they're thinking about this one or if they're going to take it. It's not even, I know I shouldn't go any lower. I really shouldn't. But I want to make sure it goes. This is what I told you is going to be happening all day long. So take advantage of it, and please have that phone at the ready all day long. And never hesitate. And remember, if you don't absolutely love it, it's not a big deal. Send it on back. It's just the only problem is I'm hearing in my mind, I'm imagining all the people at home watching going, I'll wait for the next one. I'll wait for the next one. I'll wait. Maybe there'll be another 3 carat. The answer is no. Unfortunately not. This is it. This is the one you got to get. This is the moment. This is the opportunity. And the price is going to be better than $19.99 because I have not heard sold yet. Have you guys? I haven't heard it. Nope. Haven't heard it. So call me quickly. Let's not even ask 19. How about 1,890? How about 1,888? Crazy eights. Okay, this is just getting silly now. This is too much gold for a price like that. It's big. For anybody who says, I miss gold weight, because don't we, right? When you're out there in the retail world, aren't you sick of these lightweight tinfoil feel like air rings? Like you don't feel it on your hand? Trust me, that's not going to happen here. Whatever ring size you are, you're going to feel the weight. You're going to feel the heft of this ring. It's amazing, not to mention those big individual diamonds wrapping around. And if you're concerned with what's everyday wearable, what's not going to stag on clothing, what's not going to have sharp edges, what's going to be good if I'm wearing gloves for my profession, what's going to be good if I'm, working with children all the time and, don't want big things that sit up too high that have big scratchy prongs. This is the ring. It's practical as much as it is beautiful. And we have 1888 and it's still here. Okay, let's go even lower. What can I do? What can I do but just throw out the value, wait for you to see it, recognize it, and say sold. It's not even $1,888. This is silly. It's not even going to be $1,800. Try it. You'll be happy you did. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Let's take a look at it. And it's not even $1,800. It's $1,799. First caller, go. 60 seconds. Let's see if it lasts. Now that's special. That's one of my favorite rings to show you. But it's never been that price. That's it. That's the value. That's it. That's the one to own right there. That's the moment. And maybe you get it in yellow. I don't know. I mean, there's a beauty. I don't have it in yellow gold to show you, but there's a beauty about that in yellow gold. It offsets the diamonds a little bit. The diamonds, remember, are large individual stones. They look great, but you know, the white diamonds and the white gold, they blend a little bit. Maybe you want to offset them in the richness of yellow gold. It's up to you, but it's $17.99. Unheard of, totally unheard of value. Let's see who's got it. 10 seconds remaining. And operators, will you let me know who's got it? Okay, so I'm going to do this. We've got a last call here, and then I think we're going to get to a quick little wheel. Got a few pieces to blow out on a wheel. Are you waiting for anything else in? Or okay, so she's on the line, but not on this one. $17.99. Oh my goodness, what a great piece. That's specialty. That is specialty. And I've got 30 more seconds. And then don't forget, we have a big certified pink diamond. It's a ½ carat. I can't get over the price tag on that. Oh, one Tahitian pearl strand, because yesterday I brought you the golden pearls. They were $10,000. Yeah, a golden pearl strand, $10,000. And that was a deal. I do have one Tahitian pearl strand, and they're huge, 11 to 13 millimeters. So if you want to see that, well, it's coming up. And then we've got a wheel. We've got the tanzanites in the bigger sizes will come up here. We've got the 12 karat plusers. Let's not forget, I'm going to bring you a 12 karat oval, a 12 karat pear shape, and a 12 karat plus square cushion. I say 12. They're actually 1260 and up, so they're big. They're big, and they're going to be a great per carat price as well. So if you do want to go bigger, maybe you want to get both. Get your one, maybe your 3 karat you wear every day, and then maybe you wear your 12 karat plus on a more special occasion when you want something a little more cocktail ring style. That would work. So here's our last call. We've got 30 final seconds, and then I might just show you this pearl strand because we've got only one strand left besides our golden pearls, which are still here. If you didn't see them yesterday, you've got to see them. They're really special. If you missed yesterday's show, it's worth a look at the golden pearls. So we'll probably flash those before we go today, but this is such a special, special ring, and I know you're going to love it. I got to try it on again for you. Let me do that really quickly. It's white, yellow, rose. Please decide. I mean, honestly, if you just don't know where to go with the white. It's always the default when it comes to our blue wing block Ds, and yet look at that there. Just how completely, it's just, again, there's something so balanced about it. It's smooth, like, again, nothing to catch on anything, nothing sharp, just a beautifully well set. We don't set up the round too high either. See how most of the stone is set into. So they carve out the center so that you can really set the stone into the ring, so you don't have that sitting up too high, right? Some people avoid our bridge mountings because they sit up a little higher, right? They have to with it being a bridge and all. This is where you get that really kind of low profile setting, so you see all the beauty of the big diameter of the round that shows up centered there, but then of course doesn't sit up high. The whole idea is to have a really streamlined, low profile wearable band. So let's move on to our Tahitian pearl strand coming up. I'll show this one more time. And then I'm going to put this strand on my hand, and it's going to be 11223232, and it's our only one we have. So I brought this the other day. I know we had a couple, I think one gone, one left. So here we are. Just again, I think a nice little, a nice way to kind of transition from our golden pearl strand that we had yesterday into black pearls here. This is Tahitian, still South Sea. And I do want to show you the clasp because it's the same identical clasp we had yesterday with the golden pearls, which is a 14 karat gold spherical style that's got that scallop detail. These are not as big a swing in the size. They go 11 to 13. So you can see right there in the center of the shot here, you can see that's where your larger pearls are going to be. Those are around the 13, and then ever so slightly they're going to graduate down in size to the back. But do you see how, let me just show them side by side. Do you see how there's not a lot of difference there? So it's not like your 11 millimeters are small. Your 13s are huge. Your 11 millimeter, that's the smallest one, is right there by the clasp in the back. That's still a huge pearl. When we see them in rings, that could be $3,000 for one pearl. In a ring, by the way, you have 33 pearls in this strand. So here it is, 17 and a half inches on this one. So 17 and a half inches in length. I'll show it to you on the neckline. You can see here the size perspective you're getting, the consistency. These are round. They're not Baroque. They're not oval. They are round pearls. They are really, from this angle, I'm sure we could find a little flaw somewhere up close to it, and I'll do that now. But again, anything that you're going to see here is minimal because these are hands. Look at that. See, so minimal little, natural, we don't call them inclusions in pearls. They're just natural little again, characteristics really. And they're very subtle because you would never really see that because you're seeing it off the sheen of that pearl. What you're seeing is the color. You're seeing those aubergine blues and greens, purples and reds all together. That's what we want our black pearls. We don't want them to be gray. We don't want them to be silver. We don't want them to be lifeless. There's no front or back. I'm just literally flipping it around here for you so you can see how every one is a little bit distinctive. These are hand and double knotted in between, so each one is super secure and set individually. And I'm going to show it to you here. That's the close-up so you can see those colors a lot better. But this is how everyone else is going to see it, is when you wear it on the neckline, right? So when you put it on the neckline and you see it from a distance, and this gives you, so let me put it up centered here. That's about centered right there. So that's going to be where 17.5 sits right about here on my neckline. I'm showing you all the pearls so you can see them at the same time and see their consistency and their matching and their sheen and their size. And I would say this is the one you want to wear the clasp in the back center because obviously you have a symmetrical style to the way they're graduated and you've got that, again, large presence in the front. If you would like it, it is a huge value, 17.5 inches only, beautiful 33 individual gorgeous pearls here. I mean, I love that they're almost glassy, right? They almost look like they've got a sheen when you see them. The further away you go, it's like that sheen, that glow they have. I'm going to do it for $29.99. It's the price of one pearl, and you get 33 of them, and a 14-karat gold closure and clasp right there, which let me point this out how this works if you're not familiar. There's a little button here. You press that down, and then you see it hooks onto that little notch. That's how you're going to fasten it. Once it's hooked onto the little notch, you can actually push this in, and that's how it's safe and secure. So it's locked. You see how you push it in. It's really easy, actually. So $29.99 on that one. We've got a tanzanite request for our 10-karat 73 with absolutely gorgeous heart shapes. This is one of our most impressive mountings we've ever created because it's an entire halo of heart shapes. So that's one. It's got to go. Sure beats a similar look for $10,000 yesterday in golden pearls. Now let's talk a little bit about this. And who's this request for? Do we know? I mentioned we'll have the 12 carats a little bit later, but what a stone and what a halo. Sometimes when you're talking about blue wing block D, most of the time the diamonds are going to be secondary, and it's not something we're even going to pay much attention to. Here's where we kind of have to talk a lot about the diamonds, because every one of those diamonds, and remember we just had those gigantic pearls, so I'm going to come back into our ring depth here and show you a one only, which is 1116612. And this would be the 10-karat 73 cushion square that has an entire halo of heart-shaped diamonds. There's nothing else. And that's 227 of heart-shaped diamonds. And you can tell there's really 3 on every side plus your cornerstones, right? So you've got your 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 4 more. So that would tell me you have 16 diamonds. And that's everything. That is everything you get right there. So that means that 227, I mean, think about how rare this is. This is about as specialty as it gets. And you've got stones that are about 14 points each in specialty cuts. Those aren't rounds, they're hearts. I still like it. I'm not a heart-shaped person, but I don't mind this at all because look at the way they place them. They place them with the cleft of the heart in to the interior where the stone is, and so you get the effect of the point going out. So it almost looks almost like a pear-shaped stone or a trillion stone when you see it from a distance. And it's one of our bigger diamond weights. It's such a beautiful way to go. And like I said, usually we talk about per carats. We kind of ignore the diamonds. You can't here. That's why it has a $19,999 start price. And I'm proud to say we can discount it today for you. Make it a whole lot better, give you the great value right here and now. Take a look at this and watch what this does, because obviously it sits a little uneven here on the wheel because it's balancing on those points of the heart shapes. But let me show it to you here so you can see what this looks like and get a sense of the size. I mean, that's going to go side to side on my finger. For reference, I wear a 5.5. Look at how that completely covers the finger side to side. And it's going to be a really big value right now because it's no longer $19,000. And it's no longer $10,000, and it doesn't have to be $99 or $89 or $79.99. And now we're talking about straight up value, truly incredible. Remember, they're all a little over 14 points a piece. That's impressive. And they're still VS diamonds, still white and bright and VS clarity and all of that. And it's not going to be $79, $69.99 even is a great value. We're doing better than that. I don't know whose request it is, but there's only one. Stays in the white gold. The only thing we need to know is what size would you like, and it's $5,999 to the very first caller. And that's completely not, I mean, when you don't even think about huge diamonds, 16 of them that you have, that's impressive. 16 heart-shaped diamonds. Wow. Wouldn't it be cool if that number is significant in some way, right? But think about it. You've got a 10 karat 73 tanzanite, one of the more unusual cuts because it is that square cushion, right? Not a regular cushion. It's like a round with corners, so it's still a wasteful cut, still has or should have a premium price tag per carat. This one, just easy. It's just easy to own and very, very special. So that's quite the piece there. One of my absolute favorites to bring to you just because, well, in an era where we see a lot of mountings, right? We see a lot of different styles of mountings, and we do a lot of our mountings with big diamond weight. So that's not totally unusual, but it's the way we arrived here at this very large diamond weight that is so significant. So let me know if you'd like it. That is, whose request was that, by the way? Do we know, or was it just out here because, oh, hi, Mary. So Mary, if you have any questions on it, let me know. And if you want to, oh, is it already gone? Oh, goodness, I'm sorry, it's already gone. Well, thank you so much. All right, so that's gone. And then we do have the 12 carats coming up, but I wanted to show you really quickly. Here's my wheel, and I'm going to start it with a tanzanite in the signature style, mini signature. I've got a couple more to add to the extravaganza here. And we're going to also do, look at this, you know, this kind of, it's a rubellite. I mean, it's called a pink tourmaline. That really is a rubellite. That's got the rubellite color. Then we have an emerald, and let's just do a quick little giveaway here on any one that you want. Bright, clean emerald out of Colombia. And then here we are. Wow, let's just move this here, this here. I just want to move my colors around a bit. That's bicolor tourmaline. So we'll have our tourmaline section on the right. We'll have our beryl section on the left, because guess what? These two stones, front and back, same family as well. And then the tanzanite stands alone. And look at, wait, we've got fingerprints here on this pink morganite. That's a pear shape with pink diamonds and white diamonds. Doesn't this look like a fun, fabulous wheel? Fabulous 5, it sure is. Where are our gem lovers? Value seekers, because that's what's happening. So tourmaline section over here, beryl section over here, tanzanite with red flash. This is our most affordable tanzanite in the house, by the way. So the question is, which one do you like? And then our 12 karat tanzanites are still to come. But isn't it nice? We saved a lot of these tanzanites for this Sunday. And that's really, I'm telling you, today's probably the day. We've seen already 2 of them. We're going to see 3 more, all one of a kinds later. Now we're seeing a 3rd one on this wheel. So this is probably the most tanzanite you're going to see going forward in any given show. And we're awfully excited these are here. Now, what does this mean? Why do we have all these assorted pieces on one wheel? And even though we have a section of beryl and a section of tourmaline, and then that tanzanite, which by the way is our most affordable in the inventory. So if you're looking for a way to, let's say you're new to it, you want to try it, this is the way you do it. If you're looking for maybe perhaps a gift idea, maybe somebody you want to share Blue Wing Block D with who maybe doesn't have TVON, right? So they're only privy to the Block C material and the light lavender material that's out there, and you want to get them something really high-end and lavish without having to break the bank to do so. It's right there on the center of that wheel. Anything you want on this entire wheel, they're all going to be, and just for the record here, because I'm looking at all 5 bags here, these have all been on the air before, every one of those rings, the rubellite, the emerald, the pink morganite, it's a true pure pink, like a diamond pink color, by the way, that's why we added the pink diamonds, and you have the gorgeous bicolor tourmaline and the tanzanite with a lot of diamond weight, by the way. You're not giving up diamonds despite the affordability, but these are starting at, they started at $24.99. Now they're assorted. They went up to $49.99. So there's a little range up here. It's not going to stop me from bringing down to what? The lowest price. That's what they got to do. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is moving all of those rings. So here's what you got to do. You got to call me because that's the lowest price. We could leave it right there and be at a bargain. But here's what I've got instead for you. And remember, there's gold color change on all but one. And the only one, you probably guessed it, the only one that stays as is the morganite. That's because it's got pink diamonds and white diamonds, so you want to leave that in the rose and the white. Everything else up there, the 2 tourmalines, the tanzanite, and the emerald, you get whatever gold color you want. And by the way, you don't pay a penny extra for a gold color change And think about it. You're getting your size. You're getting it shipped to your doorstep for free. It's a great way to try TVON as well. If there's something up there you're intrigued by, these are all exotics. Do not take my price discount to indicate the quality because, again, I'm pricing them like they're costume jewelry. I really am. The quality is so there. And it's not even going to be $2,000. They're not. They're not even going to be $1,500. But as usual, you want to be on those phone lines quickly because when they're gone, nothing I can do about it. So take a look. This is not even 15, and all I do is make sure the prices come down to the lowest they can possibly be. And here's what we'll do instead of 15, 14, 13, 12, or 11.99. Any one you want, tell me, operators, because we'll try them on for you as well. Remember that bicolor? Carat 96, for example, with 58 points in diamonds. We got a carat 03 blue wing block D. It has 74 points in VS diamonds. This is our beautiful true pink. No peach in that, no brown, no orange. That's a true pink morganite, a carat 54. Has pink and white diamonds. Then we go to our 54-point emerald, clean as can be. Kind of looks like that mounting we just saw with the tanzanite, right? With the burnished diamonds, but you get a little pave as well. They're not even 11. They're not $10.99. We're busy on the phone lines. They're not even gonna be $1,000. I really want to make sure we do the blowout of all blowouts, and there is nothing up here that is not rare or unusual or fabulous or top quality. And they're only $9.99 a piece. Yes, which one? You got it. Bicolor first. Here you go. Here's the bicolor 1122961. Take a look. $9.99 for anyone you want. That's it. That's all. The bicolor is gone already. Thank you so much. And that's 1122961. And then here's the morganite, which is going to be item number 1122565. And I want to show you both ways to wear it because obviously you see that the bands, two of them together, are going to be at one side, sitting at the underside of your pear shape. Who has what, Andy? You have which one? I'm going to try them all on here. Here's the morganite. I want to show you the other way. If you want to face that pear shape point away from the hand, it looks like this. It's so unique, whereas every other ring, it seems like it's going to have diamonds right down the middle. This gives you that beautiful, it's more of an asymmetric look, and the morganite's very, 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 very popular as far as on the request phone lines here. Now, we also have this tanzanite, which I want to show you next. Yes? Oh, good. So the morganite, by the way, true pink, by the way, it's item number 1122565. That's a carat 54, just in the center stone. Then you get your diamond weight, it's pink diamonds at 17, white diamonds at 15. So yet another example where you're getting more pink diamonds than you are white. We saw that earlier as well. And you've got a choice here. Now we have the rubellite. This is the rubellite tourmaline. It's now in rose. You can change that if you want, because remember, you can change anything except this one. So anybody who's taken the morganite's got to stay in the rose and the white gold as is, but we can change the gold color on all the rest. And I'm going to rearrange them a little bit because I want you to see. And I think, hang on, because I think we're verifying right now on the morganite. So I'm trying to decide. I don't even know if that one's going to be up here to show you anymore. But take a look. That is such a special way to go. I love this emerald. Isn't that a great look there? And again, tanzanite, blue wing block D. Here it is on the hand. That's a carat 03. So you're still getting over a carat. 74 points in diamonds as well. This one would be a great way to try maybe a different gold color. Maybe that's your everyday. Maybe even if the carat 20 mounting was a little much for you, maybe this is the way you shop in everyday style in tanzanite, because it's still getting you a carat 03. It's still got opulent diamond weighted almost 3/4 of a carat. Yes. Anything you want on anything up here except the morganite. The morganite is the only one that stays as is from what is left. So that's, I'm going to still line up our barrels. Then we're going to bring the tanzanite here and the tourmaline here, which is a rubellite. Then you've got, again, I'm going to try on the emerald for you. That's also available in any gold color. And take a look at this. That'll be 1121903. That has a little curve. I just wanted you to see it on because it's tougher to tell that this side curves a little bit. Think of it like a subtle little smile style, right? And then it has a little point here. So you can wear it, again, both ways. One point, point up or point down, but look at how pretty that emerald is. It's a 54-point stone, but looks bigger than that. Then it's got your diamond weight of 44 points altogether, but it's the pave and the bigger burnished diamonds there. So we'll give this wheel 60 more seconds. Yes. Of course, I'd love to. Look at that pear shape. So again, can you believe it? That's the same family of stones as this is. Both beryl. We've got the green variety of beryl that's chromium rich in the emerald, and we've got the pink variety, and this is the true pink. Not a peachy brown or orangey pink. It's not a blush tone. It has far more color than that. It's giving you the true, think diamond pink, which is why we add the pink diamonds to it, right? You can see that. The matching there is incredible. So pink diamond color, to your morganite, plus you get the pink and the white diamonds here with it as well, and it's going to just be along one side of your pear shape. It is breathtakingly beautiful. So last final call is ticking down. This one is the one that stays as is. This stays in rose and white, but we can change any one of those other three for you. Make sure you get that tanzanite. It's our most affordable tanzanite blue wing block D that we have by far. And we'll get to those 12 carats coming up at the top of next hour, which is only 25 minutes from now. So there's only we only have less than 90 minutes left in the show overall on our Sunday. So Sunday is flying. Want to make sure we get any requests. If you have them, let us know. I know Mary made a request. We brought it out and she picked it up. So great day to do that if we have what you need. And then there is a fancy cut tanzanite. So we've actually got the whole trio coming up at the top of the hour. Don't forget, I did bring out the 29 karat 26. That's our largest. It's almost 30 carats in blue wing, and it's amazing, and it's got a lot of diamond weight as well. So we have that one here to show you if you'd like to see it, plus this wheel, $9.99. Amazing value. So our last call, and then we got to roll. We got a lot to do. We just want to bring you some assorted varieties. And for our morganite lovers, ooh, I guess I should have probably told you about this. I mentioned it, but we didn't show it yet. That's the morganite in the peacock ring. You ever seen a pink peacock? Well, they're usually more blue and green, but that's our pink peacock because it's got pink diamonds and white diamonds together with it. Plus we have aqua earrings, and you know what I brought out? One of the rarest stones in the earth, from the earth. Russian demantoid is here. I had a bunch of requests lately in the last few weeks to bring out some affordable Russian demantoid, which kind of makes me laugh because that's a bit of an oxymoron. There's really very little in affordable Russian demantoid, but I do have this one coming up that I'm going to try to make affordable. I'm going to try. We're going to try. Once you get, you hear a request a couple dozen times, you realize you got to do something to accommodate it. So we're going to have that today for you as well coming up shortly. I love that Russian demantoid, and not a lot of people have Russian demantoid to offer you. That's why a lot of collectors don't have it in their collections. So we want to bring that out. And by the way, if you're wondering what is the 29 karat tanzanite all about, I'm going to give you a look at it on the neckline here just as a flash. It's 1118559. With so little time left with our blue wing block Ds, it's probably about time this goes. Don't you think, you guys? It's our 29, 26 karat round, and then it's gorgeous, exquisite diamonds, including huge kite cuts, a huge round, that's one round brilliant diamond in a bezel for your bail, the halo entirely around it. I mean, this is the ultimate tanzanite piece. It's our largest. So if you're curious, or you'd like to have this, or hey, we had a 3 karat round in a ring, maybe you want the piece to match it, it's right there, and it's time to get it a home. Do you think this is going to be the very last one that we ever bring? It could be. Maybe this is going to be the final blue wing block D. I don't know. The last one remaining. I don't know. But today is the day you can get it before somebody else does. So we'll go back to our wheel, take a look at our assortment here that is still available at $9.99, and then we'll move right along. So there you have it. Emerald, morganite behind it, rubellite, or tanzanite. You decide. Okay, coming up, let's get to our Russian demantoid. I don't see any reason why not. Now we've talked about it, and time to bring out one of the rare stones from the planet. And it's a garnet, but rare variety. So rubellite, pink morganite, there's the emerald. Here's the 103 blue wing block D in the signature. Okay, so let's bring it out. Bridge mounting, Russian demantoid, one of the most dispersive stones. Diamonds ain't got nothing on a demantoid. Demantoid, I always love the name because it's so easy to remember. Demont, it's a weird name, right? People always go demantoid. That is such a space-agey sounding kind of weird name, right? It is. It's an odd name, but it's got Dutch origin. It's actually, demont means diamond-like. So that's why it gets the name demantoid. It's very diamond-like, but I'd like to know how the Dutch say better than diamond because, I can speak for, Spanish and Portuguese and know how to say better or best in those languages, but Dutch is not my strong suit. So here we have what is actually better than a diamond as far as dispersion and rarity goes. And it's item number 1122466, and it's a really special look in a bridge, which is also going to include 95 points in diamonds as well, in your choice of the white or the yellow or the rose gold. So now, yeah, isn't that a great stone? And for it being a green that we just had an emerald, let me tell you, this is not an emerald green. It's similar, but it's a little more neon. It's a little brighter even. And it's a 67 pointer, so it's not small. And remember, demantoid doesn't come in large sizes, just readily available. It's just it's like alexandrite, it's like diamonds, it's like a lot of rare stones where a large size is 10 points. You don't see much that goes beyond that. This is the one. And it's giving you 95 points in the bridge mounting. I like this bridge because it doesn't sit up too high. You can see here, the halo's not way up high over that double row. We do add the diamonds top and bottom to border it. You've got the under gallery inside, which looks like so. So yes, finished entirely. And I don't know, we went with the yellow, but you could go white gold and I think it'd look lovely. I'd stick with one of those primary colors in gold here, I would think, but we need to make it affordable, that's for sure. Because this is why I brought it out, is because I've been getting this request a lot lately, and it's been interesting because we haven't had a lot of demantoids, so it's not like everyone's just suddenly paying more attention to it, but the request has come in for affordable demantoids, and I thought, well, obviously that's a little tougher to do. It's like saying, I'd like an affordable Ferrari. Well, okay, the cheapest one is 200 grand, so you know, there you go. Yes? Oh, Neil. Okay. Jess, please write me a little note to remind me. Okay, I need to see it in writing to remember. Okay, hi, Neil. Got it. Will do. I'm going to put it on my list, my to-do list. It's a lengthy one. But here we are, 67-point Russian demantoid, the ultimate neon. Not all of them are going to be this exact color. Not all of them are this bright. Not all of them are this powerful. Not all of them are this neon. Some tend to be a little brown, some tend to be a little yellow. This is the wow. And yet, I am challenged with making a demantoid affordable based on what you've been asking for. Not that you need to be the requester who's been hounding me for affordable demantoid, but I'm telling you, this is going to be my mission here. And yet, you're getting a carat in diamonds. So, however you want it, in the gold color, in the sizing, we take care of you there. But I just got to make it affordable. Here's how we do it. It's a $49.99 piece. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We have 20 minutes left. You know what's coming up at the top of the hour, the 1260 plusers in our trio Blue Wing Block Ds. That's top of the hour. That's 20 minutes from right this moment. So I'll be on time with that. So make sure you're ready. And now we get to do this one, which is fabulous. I'm so excited about it. And we're putting it on the auction block because otherwise it's $49.99. I'm not sure that's what y'all would consider affordable. So let me change it by saying, you make the price. Instead of me, here's what it looks like on the hand very quickly, so you can see what a beautiful bridge that is. Wow. Side to side entirely. It's essentially giving you 4 rows in diamonds altogether, and then still with that halo around the stone, but I promise you, you can have the best D-flawless diamond in the world. It's still not going to sparkle. Dispersion rates are different for different stones. So it's not always about the clarity. It's not always about the clarity grading. It's about sometimes a stone like demantoid. There aren't many that can boast this, but some stones give you better dispersion than diamonds. This is one of them, and that's why you're seeing all those beautiful pops of the rainbow colors throughout the green color of the stone itself. I know we haven't seen it in a while. We're ready to blow it out and make it easy for you right now. It's going on the auction block, and we're not starting at $4,000. I like that already. $1,000 savings, nothing wrong with that. We're going to take it a lot lower than that, though. And it's not going to be 4 or 3 or 2 to start the auction. And this is an over 2/3 of a carat stone. So that's not a small gem. And this is one of the rarest out there. And now we're making it even better than $2,000. So come on in. Yeah, I would not wait if I were you. This is one of those in white, yellow, rose. You decide. It's not even going to be 2,000. I told you. This is what's tough to do. It's tough to make demantoid, especially Russian material, especially that color. It'd be one thing if it was a mossy green or a brown green or a yellowy green, but the fact it's got this powerful, bright neon element to it, that's what you want. That's the ultimate level. That's the level. You need to have this. It's like having a museum piece in your own collection that is still durable enough to wear every day. It's a garnet. It's, think about it. January just passed by. If you love garnets and weren't aware that there's all these exotics you can own, there's an entire collection of garnets you can get your hands on, but you got to know where to shop and who to shop with because they're not always accessible and they're certainly not always affordable. This is. especially if we get rid of $2,000 to open, or $19 or $18 or $17 or even $1,600, the mounting does go for more. So we have one of those, ooh, we're under the mounting price alerts here, because it's not even $1,600 to get it started. It's only $1,500. 15. We'll hopefully get this going. If it doesn't, then we move on. But it's a $10 increment. It's only $1,500 to get it started and potentially win it. Because obviously we know how auctions haven't been, I wouldn't say super busy lately. So here we go. It's a 60-second clock to get this one started. 60 seconds, all I can give it. And then we'll move right along. But 15, I'm trying to think here in 7 years, I'm trying to think of demontoids I've had. Has anything ever been 1,500, even with small little accent stones? Even with, I've had 10-point, 20-point stones. Do you guys ever recall having anything? Because I don't. And I tend to have a knack for remembering these things because it's my job. And this is really unusual to see, but hopefully it suits that and accommodates that request we've been getting a lot of late. And there aren't many opportunities to see it. We don't have a lot of these stones available. We're very choosy. I mean, you'd think it's so rare, just bring them out, no matter what the quality. We don't do that. We don't just say it's rare, let's just bring it out, even if it's included, dark, hazy, not premium color. We don't do that. It's got to still be the best, and this is what you want. And even if you just want to look at this for a little barometer of what it should look like if you're shopping it elsewhere, well, good luck. I mean that sincerely. It's a really tough stone to find. Like, you'd be spending a lot of money just to shop it, just to search it, right? There are people who, really wealthy people who collect gems. You know they're really, really wealthy because they literally have people on staff to travel the world and utilize connections and find stones for them. And that's just people on payroll to do that, right? Because it's a challenge. The gems don't come to you, right? You have to really usually have inroads, connections. It's kind of like sometimes the real estate market can be like the better listings are actually not even made public. It's not the ones you search for on the website. They're like, oh, somebody, you've got a secret connection. They've got the ins on the new pocket listing, that whole thing, right? Gems are a lot the same way. We don't hide our rare stones. We bring them out on live nationwide TV and say, here they are, and they're cheap, right? I mean, I'm trying to make it affordable. I guess that's the better word. But with 1,500, it's kind of getting into that cheap range. Do we have 15 to open? We got it? We do. We have $1,500, and we've got one bidder. Okay. So this has been happening a little bit of late, so I guess I shouldn't be totally shocked. But the difference is this is a demontoid, and it's really, really, really low, and we're going to do a little power auction. This feels still very fresh. Yesterday I got in a lot of trouble because I did a whole nearly 90 minutes of power auctions. As soon as I got the open, I gave it a clock. As soon as I got the open, I gave it a clock, and we did that over and over and over and over again. And it resulted in some very big values. Well, this feels very similar, and it's also a really big value. So we're at 15. I'm going to give it 2 minutes and we'll sell it. It's in white, yellow, rose. Right now it's in the yellow gold. If you want to just go a little more clean, just let the diamonds just do their thing, maybe you get the white gold. No problem. It's up to you. But we're at $1,500 only with a $10 increment. So we're going to give it 2 minutes now because we've got the open and it's awfully quiet beyond that. So we'll give it your final 2 minutes. It's nearing the end when the 2 minute clock, of course, hits 00. You know what happens. We sell it no matter what, and it's not coming back, right? So we're at 15. Last chance. And for anybody who's going, I don't even know what this is. Demontoid out of Russia. It was the first source. It was the first discovery. Think of the rarities that come out of Russia. Alexandrite's one of them. It changes color. This, I love the rarity out of Russia, but you don't need to wait for a special lighting to see it do cool things. It does cool things every moment of every day that you're wearing it. All you got to do is just look at it because it's giving you dispersion all the time. You're not waiting for a special circumstance to see the beauty of the stone. The stone beauty and rarity is always there, and that really is, yes, the neon color that goes beyond your typical greens. It's not an emerald green, it's not a tourmaline green, it's really bright, it's really significant, but it's also about the dispersion. So that means every other color of the rainbow comes through in this stone. Red flashes, orange flashes, yellow flashes. If you are like me and sparkle is your love language, then this is a stone you do need to try because, well, right now it's unbelievably affordable, far beyond what it ever is. So you got that going for it. It's in a great, almost 1 carat diamond mounting. It's in your choice of gold. We're not limiting you. If you don't like the yellow gold, I mean, I always get a little frustrated when I see people go, I wish it was in a different color of gold, then I would buy it. Well, that's why we 99% of the time offer it in all 3 gold colors, because we know you might have a preference and we know everybody's different, and there's no right way or wrong way to do jewelry. It's just about what you like. So all of that said, this is one of the biggest values I've had. I've been selling demantoids far longer than just my 7 years here. I've been lucky. I've been blessed. I've sold a lot of rare stones, including a lot of Russian demantoids, and I've sold a lot of Namibian stones. The Namibian stones are supposed to be the ones that are a little more affordable. This would be an incredible value even if it was a Namibian stone. So we're at 15. Last call, 2 minutes, and then we sell it. And then top of the hour is only about 10 minutes away, and we'll get to some 12 karat 60 plus tanzanites, but we are looking for more here, and I'll try it on again for you. So remember, maybe you maybe you want a more clean white gold behind it. You know, maybe you just want to let the diamonds do their thing, right? Not that, and that's why I want to try it on again. So now you're seeing very little of the gold, right? It's very diamond intense here. There's mostly just diamonds throughout this bridge from side to side, top to bottom. And so, yes, I will, Pam. I will try on the rubelite. And we've got pink sapphire and a yellow gold saddle ring. I don't think so, Pam, but we can check. And hi, Marcy. Which ring? Oh, gosh, I don't know when you messaged us about can't get through, but, you know, get through. I don't know if we can get you through right now either, because we're trying with this minute 15 left, hoping to leave the phone lines open for these auctions, and then we'll see Marcy, and then Pam, I'll bring out that rubelite and try that on for you. Let me try this on again, though, because we are now a minute and 5 seconds away from selling, and perfect clock, too. Look at that neon. Neon stone, neon color. It's tough to do. It's tough for a stone to look like a computer-generated graphic, right, in a bright color. But this stone is capable. It is more than capable. It is performing, and it is always going to do that. And watch this. Neon, yeah, it sure is. So even in lower light, like I just blocked the light, that's still just dazzling. Bright, bright neon greens, looking great. I just can't believe it. When you think about what $1,500 gets you in really a lot of worlds, not just the jewelry world, but you know, the clothing world, the handbag world, the accessory world in general, shoes, clothes. I mean, you know, great things in great quality. I mean, very little. You can't do much for $1,500. And yet this stone is just so elite. Okay, last call, 15 seconds approaching here. Then, Pam, I'm going to show you. And then, Marcy, I'm not sure what you were trying to get through on, but please let me know. I can always let you know. If you want to let me know, I can let you know if it's still available, and then we can get you through after this auction concludes, or if you didn't already. And then, Pam M., I'm going to show you that rubelite on my hand after this. And we have 15. Do we have 1510? Yes or no? Or 1520 maybe? Do I hear 15? Am I pushing it to say 1530? Would that be pushing it? Okay, so 15, 1510, 1520? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. Let's move on. I just want to show this really quickly. Pam, I know I just got your message. You wanted to see this on the hand. Let me actually do better. I'm going to actually put the graphic up here for you. And it's 112-2329. Just because it was on a wheel with a bunch of other pieces, so I might as well give you the information you need, the graphic and all of that. So here we are with a very special oval. It's, I would call it a rubelite, because when you get pinks, purples, and reds, and this clearly has all three, it's a really important rubelite material that is an upgrade from regular pink tourmalines, and it's 20 points in diamonds. That's the hourglass mounting. You can get it in any color of gold you want. Doesn't have to stay in the rows. Does have that little concave press on either side. It just looks like you kind of just gave it a little press on each side to make it a little bit more dimensional to the band. And it's only $9.99, and this is what it looks like on. So there's a great looking rubelite. I like my rubelites in yellow gold personally, although this is really pretty in the rose as well. But if you want a little, I still just think with the richness of the pinks and the reds and the purples, a yellow gold is a very rich look for it. Rose gold's pretty too, and then white gold would give you a little more contrast. And then remember, it's got some big individual round diamonds as well. Within, you see it's a mix of the smaller and the larger diamonds throughout. So that looks great, $9.99 only. And then we'll move on from that one and get you into, oh, I haven't even shown you the amethyst yet. Oh, this is so pretty. Such a huge stone. Monster ring. Let me show you this. It's February still. We have, today is the 25th. So we have 4 days left. And I'm so glad we're going to get this in before February wraps up, just because it's fun to celebrate the birthstone for the month. But look at this stone on the hand. It's an amethyst. It is something else. Wow. Look at that gem. Quality, quality, and let's throw in a little more quality. To the color saturation of this amethyst, Brazilian, beautiful purple quartz, diamonds every which way, signature styling, rubelite's here if you want it. This is 1120512. Well, we just had a gorgeous demantoid cell. Now we're going way big as we take, yeah, we're going to need to zoom way back on this one. I told you it's a big time 9-carat stone here. It's got the diamond weight. Oh, how about this? A carat 11 is your diamond weight. We're going bigger than the diamond weight even in that bridge, because you see how it towers. Yes. It's available. Sure. Here's the inside of the rubelite. Front, back. See, still finished. We're doing that on everything. It's like nothing is just suspended in midair. Everything's going to have that really nice finish, that beautiful detail, that kind of, again, foundation, as I call it. It's a foundation. It's a gold foundation, lifting that centerpiece up, still giving something to comfortably rest on the hand. So it's adding a, like, look at this. It's a different, separate layer of gold underneath where that center stone is. Thank you. All right, so let's bring this amethyst back in. 9 carats of amethyst, 1120512, and it is E111 in diamonds. Love that. And white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You get to decide yet again. And on a very, very busy day when we only have a couple of pieces left, including, I will recap later, if you weren't with us in the first hour to see the unheated zoocytes that we had in the pinky, gold, and orange, we'll bring them back. Only 2 of the 4 left. We will bring them back to you. But this is the 9-carat everything, because it's still giving a great regal saturation of purple. You see, though, it's kind of like our blue wing block Ds, which are coming up in 5 minutes, by the way, the trio. But this is where you're getting that really special red, right? Still purple, still blues, still reds, just a different ratio thereof, because for a comparison's sake, you see more blue in the blue wing. Aptly named, right? You see, a lot of people think tanzanite's just purple, right? Nope, not when you get the good quality. It's more blue, and this one's coming up at the top of the hour. So make sure you stay with us. For the 1260 plusers that are all one of a kind, 3 only. So I've got the pear, the cushion you just saw, and an oval coming up. And they're going to fly. And if you'd like this one, well, I'm thinking we're only a few minutes away from bringing out those tanzanites. We might just bring this out after the tanzanites, because I have another request. So let me bring that out. Yes, we do have an opal. It's 1117659. So you know what? Hold a beat on that one. We're going to bring that out after the tanzanites. And then I know because I don't want to get too involved here, because we only have a couple minutes and you guys are expecting the tanzanites. I told you to be on time with it. Look at this. Yes, yes, best of the best opal right here. Australian Lightning Ridge material, and just fantastic. Oh, good. So, oh, thank you, Marcy. I'm so glad. Okay, good. I wasn't sure what you couldn't get on because I didn't know when your message came in. So that's wonderful. Great job, Marcy. Thank you so much. So here we go with 1117659. This would be just something I thought, and we'll get to the amethyst, I promise, but I wanted to bring this out because we have just very little time here before our tanzanite 12-carat plusers get here, and really wanted to bring this a moment for you. Look at how beautiful this is with so much consistency in color. And this is not always the best look at an opal, because you're going to get a lot more color when you see it in real life, meaning not such a bright light environment. Carat 53, this one's not struggling at all, but yet it'll still be better. It's all 18-karat gold. We even set it in 2-tone. The opal itself is in yellow, the rest is in white gold. It's got a carat 43 of the double row in the pave. It also happens to be fully finished on the inside. So take a look at that. There's your, oh yeah, we completely protected that opal from the inside. So that, listen, opals are tricky to clean. Let me just tell you something. Thank you, designers who think about every last detail. With an opal, remember, they're water-based. They're one of the stones you want to be more careful and delicate when you think about cleaning. how to clean your stones. So that means you're probably not, please don't put your opals in those dip trays or in your ultrasonics. It's a no-go. Don't do it. You can damage or hurt or break your opal. So in that case, big shout out to our designers who said, I don't want you to have to, because one of the things that's hard to do is clean the backside of a stone. So usually the only way to do that is by putting it into those solutions that can be pretty harsh, right? So they've decided, let's never get the back of the stone dirty in the first place. This is a stone you want to primarily just clean with a soft cloth and a little bit of soap and water, and that's it. So when you do that, the good news is you never have to worry about cleaning the inside. So it's easy. You can take a little cloth like this and clean that exterior top of the stone, but when it's protected from the inside as this is, you don't need to get back there and clean the inside. So that is important. So just a hugely important detail there that they covered it. They basically gave you the gold on the inside so that you don't have to worry about it, right? It's just ingenious. Such a good, thoughtful moment there. Do you see what I mean? Covered in gold on the inside. Then an additional undergallery in the white gold. Here's your opal. So again, all you have to do is just give it a little, just soap and water, or just even a little bit of just a damp cloth, or just a cloth, right? Depending on how much cleaning you need to do. But that is such a beautiful stone. I wanted to blow it out before we get to our top of the hour for you. The big tanzanites are on the way. This is going to be simple. It did start at $12,999, and now it is no longer. Only have this one, obviously. Opals are always one of a kind. We're going to bring it out, and we're going to do an incredible, incredible value right away, right here, right now. Do not wait. Do not miss it, because I know it could be a while before we see any opal that's going to ever give you or deliver a color or colors, all complete, all primary bright colors throughout. It's going to be tough to actually see anything quite on this level. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and then you see all new colors. I just took it away from the light for just a brief moment to put it on my hand, and I'm seeing yellows, bright, bright, bold canary yellows you don't see on TV. I'm seeing bright oranges you don't see on TV. A little bit helpful now that it's in a little lower light here on the hand, but there are colors beyond. You have to trust me on that. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing when it's away from the light, because you are not getting the full breadth of color or quality from this angle. And I know it looks spectacular, but it gets even better. And it's no longer going to be $10,000, $9,000, $8,000, or $7,000. And $69.99 is still not your price. We're going to blow it out for $6,888 first caller, and it's in all the deluxe elements. You got almost a carat and a half in VS. You've got that 18 karat two-tone gold. You've got that great undergallery. It's really a double undergallery on the inside, and that is for one caller only. It's Tansy time. And I know we've been lucky to have some tanzanites today. Probably, again, this is a show like you're not going to see going forward, because this is going to be, we've had now, what, 3 tanzanites already, 3 or 4. We're going to bring you a now trio, all in the same range of size, all 12, 60 or more, but get ready, because these are some of the most incredible per carat. I've already shown you a glimpse of the cushion cut, so we're going to start there. It is the top of the hour, so I want to welcome everybody to the show, because we've only got 1 hour remaining in our Sunday, which is oh so sad when you consider that we're having so much fun blowing this jewelry out. And it's about to get really, really interesting here on the Blue Wing Block D front. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us today. It's Sunday. We have our last hour left, though. And so this is TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. We've got a Blue Wing Block D trio coming up right now that, remember what you want to do. It's always the key every single day, every single item. But I tried to give you full warning when something really magical is about to happen with these Blue Wing Block Ds. Per carat pricing is going to be second to none. And yet we've only got one of each. So when they're gone, they're gone. The starting size is 1260, and then they go bigger. They're all between 1260 and 13 carats in size. Do you want a pair? An oval, or that super, super, super red cushion cut square that we've already shown you in the deluxe mounting. Any way you want to go. This is the magic moment right here. They are going to go fast because, well, 2 things. The pricing is one thing. The quality, obviously, we're used to that. But it's the fact that we have so few left. So little opportunities like this is almost, it's emotional for me, actually, because 5 years straight, I've been able to be here 5 to 6 times a week with you, showing you every day Blue Wing Block Ds. And every now and then, some Blue Wing blowouts like this. A little blowout wheel. These days are coming to an end. They're almost over. And that just, it does. It's kind of a moment in time. It's a historically significant moment, that's for sure. And I know a lot of you have them, and a lot of you have them in collections, and you have big stones and small stones and medium stones and different looks and sizes and varieties and qualities and all that. This is the thing. You need to get in early if you want a 1260 to 13 karat. The price tag will be, don't even worry about that. I'm going to take care of that in every respect. You're going to be very impressed with the pricing we see right here, right now. And again, with these one onlys, I'm still going to change gold color for you. That's kind of amazing here. We can change the gold on any one of them. I will tell you the pear shape actually has some yellow sapphires with it, so that's where you're going to see a little mix of the color. But I think this cushion cut's going to be, this just, again, it's just my projection here, my guess. I think this cushion cut's going to be the first to go because A, we've already given you a glimpse of it, and it's also a really exotic cut, but it's got a lot of diamond weight too. So all you have to do when you see all three, call in early because it's the way to give your operators their kind of, gives them an idea of what your first dib is on, and then we get to go from there. So it always does help to be in early. Don't always wait for the price tag because a lot of these pieces will be spoken for long before the price tag goes up here because they're going to be that best ever price. So here's what we'll do. We are taking a moment in time here, giving you an option. Do you want the cushion cut square? That's option number one, and I will tell you that is a 12 karat 65. Then we have an oval here. This is where you get, wow, trillion cut. Wait, those are actually a little bit fancier than a trillion. It's a modified cut. It's almost like a half moon meets a trapezoid. Could be a moonazoid. It could be trap-a-moon. I like trap-a-moon better. I'd love to trap a moon. It was huge last night. I wanted to lasso it and rope it and bring it down. Wasn't there a children's book about that or something? Or I don't know. Those days are long gone by. Look at this. And then we have a pear shape. So how do you choose? Thank goodness it's you, not me, making that choice. Or take all three. I mean, I might just make it more affordable than you ever could imagine. You could take all three if you want. So what we see left and right are where you're getting a 3-stone style, so something a little bit different. Here's where you get a lot of mixed diamond weight. Here's where you get your yellow sapphires. They kind of look like canary yellow diamonds, but for the record, they are yellow sapphires. They are also, one more thing about those yellow sapphires, they're unheated. They are natural unheated and treated sapphires. And then we have the big fancy cut trap-a-moons right there on the side. Trap a half a moon. That's what they are. They're half moon trapezoid mixes. It's trap a half a moon. Oh gosh, that's I knew. Is it going to go viral? Is it going to be the new hashtag, trap a half a moon? We've got 2 of those stones. Either way you go here, they're one of a kind, so you want to dial in early. And we're changing gold on all 3. I would probably think you're going to leave the yellow sapphire one in the 2-tone because no, actually that's all white gold. So never mind, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. They're all going to be hugely discounted. We have nobody on the phone lines yet. Now, we had a 3 karat already, gone. We had the 1 karat 03, gone. We had the 10 karat 73, gone. So if there were just 3 callers wanting blue wing today and y'all got them, then I guess we'll leave these here. But I doubt out of a Sunday and all of our viewership, especially with as limited as we are going forward, I doubt everybody who wants it hands tonight has got one. So this is where you want to be on the lines because don't worry about the 12 karat 60 sizes. I'm going to walk you through each carat weight right now so you get a little more familiar, and then we're going to go from here. So let's talk about this again is the smallest is the oval, but you can small 1260. Then we go to the 1265 here. And then this is actually the largest is the pear shape. It's going to be our 1281 right here. So they're all between, like I said, well, 1260 to 1281. So again, all in that upper echelon 12 plus range. This has the yellow sapphires. Here's the diamond weight here. You get a 152 diamond weight, which I know that's going to go quickly. And then we have that final, that oval. Well, that's going to be the 2 bigger diamonds in the fancy cuts, 22 points there. It's an 11 and an 11 pointer on each side. Now, we have nobody on the phone lines. Good. Because all day today, we kind of struggled to get anyone through because we've been a little too busy on the phone line. So this is where you've got a chance here to pick one up fast. Get it now. Don't wait because all 3 are the same price tag. So even if you decide to go the bigger diamond weight or do you want the bigger individual diamonds or the bigger size overall, well, they're all going to be stunning, stunning price reductions. So all you need to do is dial in, and we have nobody on the phone lines, and that's probably because you're thinking $16,999. Actually, the funny part is $16,999 is one of them. $17,999 is the other, and then $18,999 is the third. And I'll let you guess which one is which. But that has a lot to do with the way they're set, because the carat weights are all almost identical, right? There's only a difference here between all three. There's only a 21-point difference. So they're all really similar in their carat weights. It's the mountings that vary a little bit. Really? I've been talking about this all day. We have nobody on the phone lines, and that is because I'm not sure why. But blowout certainly means we're going to their lowest price they can ever be. Yes, they're going to be lower than they've ever been offered before on the air. So even if you are someone who knows one of these pieces, it's been on your radar, you're familiar with it to some degree, they're going to be leaving us today at the lowest per carat price. Actually, it's one of our lowest per carat prices we've ever seen in all of the Blue Wing Block Ds that I've offered here. So that makes it exciting, meaning a 3 carat, a 4 carat, a 5 carat. Sure, go ahead, consider all those as part of the mix here, because no matter what size it's been, this is one of our teeny tiniest per carat prices all time. And here we are at the tail end of it. That makes no sense. Anybody else in this world of world, right, no matter what it is, if something is more limited, I mean, I learned this in high school, and it was, you know, one of those things where economics class was not something that I wouldn't say was my absolute favorite subject, but it was a really easy concept to wrap our heads around: supply and demand. And that idea that when a supply dwindles, the demand goes up, and therefore so does the price tag. So does the money you have to spend to get whatever it is that's in demand. So that should be the concept that we apply here, and we don't, because we're kind of opposite and weird that way. We don't do that. And that's a good thing, because you don't have to pay more than you've, actually you're going to pay less than you typically have paid for Blue Wing Block D, and that makes it an even better opportunity. So let's take a look at it and pick one of your favorites here, or get what you can, or collect them all. But this is going to be special, and yes, we can, Pam M, we can. And I'm going to try them all on at the same time for her, because she wants to know, can we change the gold on all three? And as I've discussed a couple of times, you absolutely can. So you can choose white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. I'm going to have to put the pear shape on my ring finger here. Here's the cushion cut. I'll stagger them just a bit so they don't interfere with each other. But here they are on the hand at the same time. So you can also see them visually across the board here. We have one of each. There's the pear with the yellow sapphires. Here's the cushion cut square with the carat 52. And here is the oval, which is the 1260 with the fancy trap of half a moons. So that's going to be it, guys. We've got your last call. They're not $69.99. We've just taken $10,000 off the lowest price. And you don't have to pay. And again, any one of them, they're all right now in straight up white gold. You could get any one in yellow, you can get any one in rose, or you can just leave them the way they are and we'll just size it for you. But with less than an hour remaining, I'm sitting here like we got all day. $69.99, they are not. This gets down, and what can I tell you? When we get down to the final low and we calculate the per carat, everybody's going to be bombarding our phone lines, and then the problem is we have one of each, and you're going to say to me, I didn't think they were coming that low. I'm telling you now, they are coming down to a ridiculous low per carat. This is where you want to shop them. They're not $69, they're not $59, and they're not even $49.99. Take your pick. All three have to go. They are the same identical price tag, so really, truly pick your favorite as long as you're in early, early, early. But I'll tell you right now, even for the smallest size, we're at $390 some a carat. Yep, say goodbye to them now, because they're basically going to go. And here's the fun part of it. I could leave them at $49.99. They're all going to go. I'm not leaving them at $49.99. The fast callers are rewarded in a big, big way. Well, if you're not fast, you're going to miss out. We don't want that to happen. They're not even going to be $49 or $48 or $47. They're already, guys, they were below $400 a carat. Every one of these mountings is important. They're all important. They're just important in different ways. Do you want two big fancy cut diamonds? Do you want two really important matched unheated yellow sapphires? Or do you just want a carat and a half and a lot of diamonds overall? Every one of the mountings is super, super, super important. And that is something we're not even taking into consideration. We're not even charging you for. True story. They're not 47. They're not 46. Operators, I have one of each, so please let me know when you've decided and determined. And here go the phone lines, and now nobody can get through. So this is why, again, dialing early, it behooves you. Always here. Always, always, always. And they're not even $46.99. It gets even better. It gets even lower. Take a look. None of them are staying here. I can guarantee you that. They're not even going to be $46.99 or $45.99. Operators, who's verifying on the cushion cut square in the middle with the carat 52? That's the carat 52. That's the largest diamond weight. That's where you get your yellow sapphires, is with the pear shape. There's the cushion cut square. Here's the oval. Let me know who's got what. I will try them on individually as well, but they're not even $45.99, which, by the way, now it's $365 a carat, and I'm not done. That is going to blow every other piece away in price per carat. Every one of them, and you know it. You know it and I know it. Let me know when you guys know what you have, because, again, change the gold color, change the size. We're not restricting you, and they're not even $45.99, unheard of value. And remember that 1281, the pear shape, is even a better per carat. Yes. Pear shape, pear cushion square is gone already. Square cushion is gone already, and look at that finished under gallery, and I'll try it on for you, Jess. That one is spoken for. 112, 1979, gone. Not 45, not even going to be $4,500 even. Let's make them $4,499, which means, and we only have those two left, it's either the 12 karat 81 pear shape, that's the largest, or you go with the oval, which has the fancy diamonds, the white diamonds around it. And by the way, your per carat on the 12 karat 81 is $350 a carat. It's $351 a carat, true story. So that's a one only on the pear shape. Let me know. And then who's got the oval? Let's find out. It's 60 seconds, and then we move along. And that's it for Tanzanite today. I've got the amethyst coming up, besides the pendant that I've showed you, the 29 karat. The 29 carat's a little different price. But these two, $350 a carat, $350. That's unheard of. No charge for the gold, no charge for either the diamonds or the yellow sapphires that are set beside it. That is really impressive. And again, here's the oval. That's the 1260 with the 22 points in fancy cut diamonds. Here is the 1281, which has the yellow sapphires. That's 243 of natural unheated canary yellow matching sapphire pear shapes. Gorgeous, isn't it? And we're now, operators, Jason, Allison, Andy, does anyone have a Tanzanite? Okay, we're all on something else? Uh-oh. Yeah, they're yellow sapphires on the left. I know that's the only ring we've ever had like it, so I know that's unusual. Yellow sapphires, the look of canary yellow diamonds, but they're yellow sapphires that are unheated and they're matched pear shapes, and there's 243 total weight there in the sapphires to go with your 1281 Tanzanite. Or you can get the oval, which is the 1260 oval with the fancy modified cut white diamonds that are VS on each side, flanking it beautifully, balancing it great. I mean, that's just, they're $350 a carat essentially. It's amazing. The cushion cut is gone, and we have the pear and the oval remaining. Well, I'm sorry everybody wanted the cushion cut. I'm sorry, which one? Okay, so verifying on the oval, let me try that on my hand by itself. That's going to be 112, 2345. Wait, 2345? That's the oval. 1260, 22 points of diamonds, big 11 pointers on each side. Stunning. Any gold you want. I kind of like the white gold with the big white diamonds, but you can choose yellow or rose. Here we are. Last call, last chance, $44.99. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but what I wouldn't give to have more blue wing block Ds day in and day out going forward. That would be lovely. We just don't do that. We can't have that. We're just getting the last ones out of here for you, and this is your chance. Does anyone want the pear shape or the oval? We got to move on. We're going to bring out that big amethyst. I'm not sure how that's going to bode. How's that going to go? How's that going to work? Big time amethyst piece with a lot of diamond weight coming your way. Looking forward to that. Who wants the pear? Who wants the oval? Why are they still here? Huge value. I mean, I've had, now just even today, if we went back an hour or so, what did we do? We did a 3 karat 15 for like $1,800. So that stone was what, $550 a carat or so? These are $350 a carat. They're bigger stones. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? And that's not what I'm here to do. I mean, yes, hopefully I make sense as I speak to you and communicate with you. But pricing, on the other hand, that's not supposed to make sense. And I know if it doesn't, I'm doing something right. That's what this is. That's what this whole deal is. This is just doing something crazy good to get some of our last few blue wings out the door before we're saying, sorry, they're gone and they're done forever. this is your chance to pick them up. Let's take a last look. I'm going to give them 60 final seconds. We move on forever. I just don't know why they're sitting here, but that is a very, very, very important value to get when they are essentially the lowest per carat. I've only had 2 ever. I've sold some 7,000 different blue wing pieces, and I've only had 2 ever that were ever less than this, ever. Allison, no tanzanite. Jason, no tanzanite. Okay, everyone's on other things. Fabulous. Are we picking up pieces from earlier? Are we having any requests for our last 40 minutes? We'd love to help you with those. If there's anything you'd like to see here before we wrap up the Sunday show, and don't see you till tomorrow night, where we do have a new little selection of natural unheated tanzanites that are blue-greens. Reminds me, I still have to show you the 2 left on our unheated zoisites that we had earlier today in the rounds. Let's get to our amethyst. This is very, very special, super, super important. Let's take a look. Why not? Let me move those aside here and show you this, because I promised we would show it right after the tanzanites. Just kind of a different way to go here. In same kind of thing, blues and purples and pinks, right? Blue, purple, pink. Just a little different ratio, more purple first, then flexa blue and red and pink all the way through, right? So this is going to be our 9-carat Brazilian pear shape, and it's got a diamond weight of 1.11 carat. Call me on the pear-shaped tanzanite, call me on the oval. And the oval's verifying right now, so heads up there. I just heard that oval's verifying. I think Andy's thinking about that one, so we'll see where they go. But here we are with the 9-carat. Boy, it's been a while since I've had a blue wing block tea stick around, so that's exciting. And means you can still get one if you'd like, but call quickly, because I don't think that they're gonna stay forever. Here's the 1.11 diamond weight. I do want to show you the inside, because this is still a take on our signature mounting, so it does have a fully finished under gallery. You have the option, because I personally, you guys see me wear a bracelet almost every day. I wear amethyst every day in some way, shape, or form. And it's a February birthstone, which is why I wear one every day in some way, shape, or form. I like my amethyst personally in yellow gold. We went with the white gold here for a very good reason, and that's because it is just slathered in diamonds. There's a huge pave presence on each of the shoulders of the ring. You've got the huge halo around it. But before we go any further, it has to be on the hand again, because you need to know and really get a sense of the size here of this style. This is an incredible look. It's a fabulous stone. It's a bright, amazing, this is top quality quartz. This is not what most amethyst looks like. Most of it is lilacs or lavenders, and it's still pretty. But if you want to get quality at the same time, or maybe want to upgrade what you already have, this is a great example and a great way to do it if you can handle a really big stone. And then I'll flip it around and show you the other way, point away from the hand here just so you can see it that way. It's going to be, well, this is not a bad price, but it's ironic. $44.99 is the price tag. I just did that. And it was tanzanites, but I've got 2 left of the 3, or 1 of the, I don't know, 1 or 2 left. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's auction it. Let's kind of do a little unexpected, totally impromptu shocker of an auction. Because I just don't know, after having blue wing block Ds that are 12 carats, if, and granted, this one's got a lot of diamond weight, but I don't know if we're going to get this one at home for $44.99, because we know, even though the size is 9 carats and that's big, we know that quartz isn't going to be priced quite the way that, you know, a tanzanite is. We know that. We understand that, even when it's really, really super duper high quality quartz like this is. Let's just help you. That's what I'm here to do. And it's kind of that latter portion of the day. Some Sundays it gets busier, some days it doesn't. You just never know. So let's just at least find out if we can make this really exciting and entertaining by putting it on the auction block, which, by the way, has not yielded a lot of participation today or this week. So this is an exciting time to come on in, and who knows what's going to happen, or who knows how much money you can save, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot, especially when you've got a gal up here who's going to start really, really low. And when I say low, I mean under the price of the mounting by itself. So before the stone is even set into it, we're going less than. So you can go ahead, and the idea here is to get a lot of participation, because I'm still hoping for it. I'm still trying. We're still going to hope and be hopeful and optimistic that we get a lot of people in, but I'm not going to do 44 or 4,000 or 35 or 3,000 or 25 or 2. That's below the mounting. Suddenly we've made it to that below mounting price tag if we go 2,000 to start. I'm not leaving it there. Will not do it. Here's what we've got instead for you. It's one of the bigger ways to do, and I know this is tough to find elsewhere, because A, you're not finding that quality of amethyst, number one. You're seeing the lighter material, and a lot of the amethyst that I wear all the time from big designers where they don't work with any better quality, and yet their prices are astronomical, right? This is not even going to be $2,000. It's a $10 increment. I really want to get this going. We only have about 40 minutes left, not even. So not a lot of time remaining together today. Let's help you out. Let's do better than even 19, 18, 17. I know this may look different than the signature mounting because A, it's a pear shape, and B, it's such a big stone. Usually the largest stone we get in the signature mounting is a 5 or 6 carat. This is huge. It's 9 carats. But there's still that halo, and it's still that pave on the sides, and it's not going to be $1,700, $1,600. We are crazy low. We're going to go to $1,500 to start. It's just a $10 increment, and all we're going to do is kind of like what we were doing at this time yesterday. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. And when we get the open, we'll go 2-minute clocking, okay? So we're going to basically do a little mini power auction. It's going to be 60 seconds to get it started. That'll determine if we're going to move it at all, which I would think at $1,500 we're going to get that started. And then if we get the open, when we get the open, we'll give it a 2-minute clock. And we'll sell it. That's it. And the less time we spend on it, the better value you get. So take a look at this. This is wild. This is a moment right here, right now. I mean, I'm leery that we still got tanzanites available. So that's not normal. So now we have to find out if we got this one going at $1,500 on a beautiful amethyst that's going to have all that same. It's still purple, it's still blue, it's still red, but it's more, let's just face it, the purple's dominating here. That's the #1 color, but then watch as it moves. You see these bright, gorgeous neon blues. You see these red flashes. Sounds familiar, right? Sounds a lot like, let me look at it this way too. Up close on the wheel, you see here, look at that. I mean, now you're really seeing the beauty of the way this looks. So do we have the open at 15? We got it. Do I dare ask who we have that's got this one started? Look at the finishing on the inside. Fabulous. There it is. All this beautiful saturation. I think from this angle you can really see the blues. Yes, here it is on the hand again. And Jess, you're on something else, right? Okay, so who do we have at $1,500, Jason? Diane was probably saying, where's my 2-minute clock? Because she remembers me saying if we get the open, we're going to 2-minute power auction our way through this. So Diane's she's got the ring at the moment. She's not only got the bid, she's got the ring. She's got the amethyst, she's got the big diamond weight, she's got our best of the best. Yeah. Okay, guys, this is it. So yesterday, I mean, if you weren't with us yesterday, oh my goodness. I mean, you can't get anything because everything's sold, but we did auctions for like the last 90 minutes of the show. It was all like this, power auctions, power auctions, power auctions. Didn't think we'd need to resort to that today, yet here we are. So welcome on in, we're gonna give it 2 minutes. Diane's our leader. It's only gonna take $10 at this point to maybe potentially get you in. Come on in, try it. Because do you still get a money back guarantee on the auction items? Yes. Do you still have your choice of gold color? Yep. Do you still get your size? Yep. Do you still get free shipping? Yep. Do you have a big buyer's premium that we're going to charge you, that there's some hidden fee associated with this, that after you win it, we're going to say, oh no, there's another $300. No, we don't do that. There's no buyer's premium. There's no extra charge. There's no club you have to join. If you're a first-time viewer, a first-time shopper, a first-time watcher, you can jump in too by dialing that phone number. We'll get you registered. It's like a 30-second process to make sure that you're a real person, right? That you got an address we can send it to, and you got a name that matches up with a credit card that you can use to pay for the gorgeous jewelry that you're saving so much money on. So we're gonna give it 2 minutes. Diane's our leader, and that's our only bidder that I know of so far. So last chance, last call, let's go. Take a look, 2 minutes. We'll see it out the door. Final chance, let's see. No amethyst bigger than this one either in the inventory. And so let me see if we have, I'm sorry, what? Huh? $20,000? 20,000, wait, what? 20,000, no, we don't have a $20,000 bid, do we? Okay, that would be the ultimate power bid. That has never, in all the years I've been doing this, I've never had like a power bid like that. But it's not, don't worry, we don't. We don't, I thought for a minute I heard 20,000. I know, Diane got worried, right? She said, oh, no, I can't stay in it for that. Maybe she can, yeah. I like yellow. I know this has a lot of diamond weight, which is why our designers opted for the white gold here. I have a lot of amethyst, and I do have some in white gold, and I have some in yellow gold, and I especially the richer. Here's what my belief system is: the richer the color is, the more jewel tone and saturation like this one, the more regal royal purples you get. Those are the ones I really like to see in the yellow. That's me. And don't worry, your diamonds are still going to look great. They're still going to be bright, beautiful, brilliant VS white diamonds. It's just a different look with the stone. And I think, given this is a lot of diamond weight every which way, that's why they went with the white gold to match the diamonds. But it's just a personal preference thing. Rose gold's an option too. Wouldn't look bad in the rose gold either. Here it is on the hand one more time. I got to show you. This is the side profile. There's the side. So you see that, wider pavé, which is funny because usually the stone only goes a little bit higher than the band, right? Like to here, right? This is such a big, colossal, elongated pear shape. That's why it looks different than the typical signature mountings, because you got to go so much longer with that halo. You've got to get that really nice, again, wide band there, which still looks kind of, again, pretty narrow in comparison with the length overall of the ring. And do we have 1510, 1520, 20,000 out? No, we don't have 20,000 in my wildest dreams, but I would never even want you to pay. And that's like retail. That's like retail. Then what's the difference, right? That is what you could pay in retail. Sure, you get great VS diamonds at a carat plus. You get a great big, rich color, saturated, divine amethyst like this in a regal, royal, purple, blue, red. I mean, yeah. Don't think you can spend $20,000 on amethyst? You certainly can. I can give you a list of designers and boutiques and shops to go to where you could see a lot of $20,000 amethyst pieces in, especially when they're in gold, right? In sterling, it's one thing, but I know my bangle I wear almost every day is in, is in gold. And it's from a designer, and I bought it long before TVON existed. TVON was not even a concept or an idea way back then. That was a long time ago. Do we have 1510? 1520? What do you have? Got it? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. That is also gone. Okay. So we don't have a lot of time. We have 30 minutes. Yikes. I do have a morganite, and I do have a ruby. The ruby's coming up first because we have not seen ruby in a while, and I can make this real easy because we haven't also seen a lot of super, super affordable since our wheel, and whoa, what a ruby. Look at the glow and the clarity of this ruby. Huh. Oh my goodness. That's what I like. That's when I get into rubies, when they look transparent. When they're clean and glowing and bright, 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 give me the red. Love that color. Power red, confident red, lively, and love red, right? This is the color. And it's 11222725. We still have a morganite in the pink peacock feather coming up as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll bring that out for you. And we have a very, very important ruby here that is the true red. 70 points. 63 points in diamond weight as well. And let's move it on out. That's a classic mounting too. Double halo. How about that? Hey, Ignacio, what's up? Oh, yeah. So which one? Oh, yeah. Hey, Ignacio, call me. Yes. The answer is yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. I need to come up with something better than $24.99 for the end of this show. You can have any gold color you want. Indeed, you can. Here we are with a really, really special classic mounting. Take a look at this on to evaluate just how classic. I think everybody can wear this ring. I mean, it just looks like that design, that double halo, diamonds continuing down either side. And wow, even when that's on the hand, look how clean it is. The stone is glowing. And we want to make sure it goes to one collar. So let's make this simple and easy and fast, because that's really my bigger issue right now is the speed. We only have 28 minutes left in the show, and we've got quite a few items to show you. Plus, I still want to recap our gorgeous 2 unheated zoisites we had earlier so that you can see those one more time as well. But let's make this better than $24.99. I'm not kidding. That is the price tag it is supposed to be. I mean, it's right here, guys. Look at that. It's a $4,548 to $24.99. That's what I'm going to change right now. Let's amend it. Let's make it easy. Let's do it right now. First and only caller. Let's help you right now. I'm going to make it $999. Yeah, I just want to make a beautiful ruby affordable. Look at that stone. And then we'll get to, oh my goodness, I have aqua earrings too. Oh, we have so much to do. Plus we have, out of what's available from the show from 3.5 or 2.5 hours in, I have 4 items. I have our, did you guys see the aween? We have an aween stone, well, an aween ring. We have the turquoise earring sold. And we have the Tahitian pearl strand, which was only $29.99. And we have the 2 unheated zoisites, which I am going to recap, and the opal. So not a lot left from the show so far. Let me know, because a lot of pieces go right at the end of the show, but you never know if it's going to be 2 or 3 different callers who want the same piece at the end of the day. And then this one's $9.99, and that should be gone. I mean, that's an obvious deal. I mean, right? That's pretty striking for the value right there. It's pretty clear cut. That's a value waiting to be yours. And then we do have this big pink morganite I want to bring out. We still have the 29 karat tanzanite too for the pendant. That's the big round that we have for you as well. So if we can help you with anything before we go, let me know if there's anything you need to see again. Let me just go ahead and bring out the 2 unheated stones. I don't want to be too rushed at the end, because these are just, priceless gems that we put an incredible price on. So if you missed it, these were about 2 hours ago. I brought them out. The 2 trillion cuts we had from the collection are spoken for and gone. This is the largest stone of the collection. It's, believe it or not, from Tanzania. It's from the Tanzanite mine from about, gosh, what was it now? I'm forgetting the exact year these came out, but it was well over 20 years ago. And these were not even heat treated. And look at the array of colors you have as a result. I know they're not blue, they're not green, they're not purple, they're not really red. They're goldens and pinks and oranges and mauves. It's just beautiful round. We have this one. That's not the 317. What this one is 1123,195. This would be the 903. This is the largest. And then just to put it beside it, because I want you to make the choice that's best, because they're almost identical in carat weight and they're both rounds, here's the 882. And they have very similar coloring, color blending. Yes, the 882 visually looks bigger. It's got a wider diameter to it. And the 882 also has yellow diamonds on the sides with your white diamonds, and that's unheated zoisite as well. So you see the magic. You guys might remember we played Guess That Stone a few weeks ago. It created a total just mayhem situation. And that was the same material, except it was $30,000 for a pear shape. These are bigger, they're rounds, they're dazzling, and no matter what, you're spending under $8,000. The one on the right side of your screen is $79.99, and the one on the left side of your screen is $3,000 less at $49.99. So 2 great options. Last call, last chance. Just want to make sure you saw those, or if you're still debating or thinking about them, there they are. So did not want you to miss out, because they ain't coming back. They got to go to a museum if they stick around. We want to give you guys first dibs, obviously, give you guys, our collectors, a choice here. The trillions are gone. Tomorrow, I do have some new unheated stones, and they're going to be those traditional unheated stones, which have the blues and the greens to them. Blues, lavenders, purples, and greens, and kind of a turquoisey aqua tone. And they're all brand new stones. Some are actually very distinctively bicolor as well. But this is obviously that material that is ultra uber rare, being that it's got those pinks and goldens and orange tones as well. So that is what I wanted to make sure we get you a look at before we go. And again, $49.99 is the left side, which visually looks bigger, although there's only about 20 points difference between the two. This is the 882. Here's the 9 karat 03. This one has the yellow diamonds at 70 points. It's a 35 and a 35 on each pear shape, plus the white diamonds at 42. That is a carat 12 total. And then this is all the white diamonds tapered baguettes and round brilliance. That's 192 in diamonds right there. So $49.99 left side, $79.99 right side, and let me show them to you on so you can see how brilliant, because believe it or not, this is only part of the play you're getting. When you really get to see it play in the light, when it really gets to move, you get a much better, even bigger sparkle factor. And you really see how the colors transition from one to another, and that just is a rare type of priceless gem. For one collar, each stone, that's it. And that's it. That's all we have. There's no more coming out. There's no more in our collection. There's no more we're saving. There's no smaller, no larger. These are the last final two. So that's it. Besides the $30,000 one, which is still here, but it gets, I know that one's going to a museum as well, which is where these will go as well if they make it past today's show, which wraps up in 22 minutes. So keep that in mind. So there's the 8 karat 82. I want to also swap them out. Try on the 903 for you here, which obviously has, I want you to see how this mounting looks on the hand, because even though the stone is around, the mounting overall creates almost a square or rectangle by way of those different tapered baguettes that all then project out. So they taper from a skinnier, like narrow out, get a little wider. Then we've got another, oh, we've got a really pretty sapphire coming up that's unheated sapphire material. Talk about bicolors. It's going to give you a little bit of blues and greens to it as well. So let me know on those beautiful I wouldn't even call them bicolor, I'd call them multiple color, because there's really 3 and 4 colors in each stone there in the round. So just want to make sure y'all got to see those in case you didn't get to be with us earlier. And then we'll take a look at this next request, which is 1116861, and that is a blue and green sapphire. This is a rare, rare sapphire. The size is a 287, so that's big. And it's also going to be a cushion cut. It says emerald cut, but it's not. It's a cushion cut. It's a really special, there's a little subtle blue, or rather green. It's mostly blue. It's got a little bit of green, and then it's got this very scrolling, detailed 75-point designer diamond band with it and around it. But as I move it, you really see how it itself is a bit of a bicolor, right? Blues and greens together, hence we call it a teal or a bicolor. It is going to be for just one collar as well, and we got, wow, another great discount from $79.99 because it's almost a 3 karat sapphire and it's completely unheated. Always rare to get in any sapphire to get an unheated stone, but as they get into these bigger sizes, that becomes a lot more unique. Well, well, well. I don't know who asked for it, but thank you for asking for it and allowing me to bring a discount like this, because this is going to be simple. And you can still change the gold. So if you want to do all that diamond scroll work in white gold, you can. If you want to do it in rose gold, you can. It's any way you'd like to have it, but it's all custom for you. And the best part is it's not even $3,000 anymore. So there's your $5,000 off. Let's see if we can save you a little bit more before we go. 20 minutes left in the show. What more can we show you before we depart today? This is it. Take a look at the sapphire, the teal colors. Let's make it $25.99 instead. So even better value on a one and one alone. And I can tell you there's no duplicate even in a smaller or larger size. To get those kind of colors together, you have got to have a stone just like that. And guys, we should see those bicolor zoisites out the door too before we go. I wouldn't be surprised. They're verifying now. So the last thing you want to do is say, I'll wait on them, because trust me, there's nothing else like it coming in. So take whether it's this bicolor sapphire that's unheated in a huge size, whether it's the zoisites we just showed you, make sure you get what you need to have, because there's no duplicating stones like this. We're in some very high level rare pieces here. And then I've got to show you this morganite. We had a morganite earlier. It was popular. It was a pear shape. It had pink and white diamonds. It was part of a wheel deal. I have got, though, the 215 pure pink here. And the beauty of being pink diamond color, when you get a pink diamond color morganite and then you cut it to a round, it looks like a pink diamond. And it's gorgeous. And we have got some serious, serious, serious pieces to sell. This is the pink peacock, and it's item number 112-1984. Yes, sapphire gone. Thank you. Enjoy. I don't even think I priced that right, but oh well. Can't even read my own writing. How about this? I'm going to blow, I know we've been flashing this. We're going to blow it out real quick before we go because I'm running out of time. So things have to get a lot cheaper here. Deeper discounts, cheaper price tags, last few minutes. Yes. Oh, good. The zoisite? Zoisite with the yellows. My baby's gone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I not even try that on? My goodness. I'm getting all bent out of shape here at the end of the show. Take a look at the sapphire. Who got that one, by the way? Linda, thank you so much. Congratulations. Enjoy your sapphire. Jess, do they need to see that zoisite on the hand again, or did they see it earlier? I'd be happy to show that on the hand. The yellow diamond zoisite is gone, so the only one remaining is the 903 of all of our zoisites. Now, here we go back to the peacock feather with the pink morganite that looks like a pink diamond, but we threw in pink diamonds for good measure. It's a pink diamond halo first. It's a fabulous 215 round. It has the pink diamond halo. That's 23 points. Then you get a carat 19 in white diamonds, and we finished this ring entirely through the inside. It's, yeah, I would be happy to. Who got that one, Jess? Anna, thank you. I'm going to flash it up close for you and then put it on the hand one more time for you, Anna. This is the, Be Still My Heart. This is my personal favorite as well. That's the 882-112-3187. Unheated zoisite. 882 is gone. We're just showing it one more time for Anna, who's now the collector. Who got it? 70 points in the yellows, and then, of course, that 42 points in the white diamonds. And then, let me try. Wow, look at that. Woo. Just love it. I love it. It's like a sunset kaleidoscope happening here. And then wait till you see this on the hand one last time. Again, it is spoken for. The only one left is the 903 round that has very similar color, but with a lot of white diamonds around it. So that is gone. Thank you, Anna. Again, congratulations on that one. And then let's take a look back at our wheel and bring back the peacock feather in the pink morganite. It is just, if you can't quite do a 2-carat pink diamond, I know I can't. I would love a pink diamond at 2 carats, but that is not going to be in my realm of affordability anytime soon. They're millions of dollars. So here's what we do to give you the look of, but in a very special elite ring, and a blowout price tag for the carat 42 in diamonds all together, and white and rose. It's got to stay as is. And this is that wraparound design. Sits low profile in the hand while being a larger ring and a wow factor and a beautiful, beautiful look. And I like the fact that it's very directional. So this is how I like to wear it. I like to position the bulk of the feather design on one side, like the outer side, and then let it wrap around the finger here. So this is, you can always do that, center it up, but I like it this way, don't you? Where you really show off this beautiful feather design on this side. And then again, you still see some diamonds on the other, but it just gives you that little hug. Feels great on the hand, feels great. It's such a pretty style, isn't it? And that pink is just dazzling because you see it's the round cutting with the beautiful colors, showing it off. Let's go back up close and let's make this $69.99 ring a lot less. That's how we got to roll in our last few minutes. We are down to 15 minutes and 30 seconds. This is it. Last call, last chance. And I know we've been showing it all day, but you have not seen the discount until now. Let's blow it out for you and make this simple and easy and affordable. Let me know if you have any last minute requests we can show you one more time. I always say you got to see it one more time, then make the decision. How about this one for, okay, I'm not going to do $49.99. That's $2,000 of savings, and I think that's fine. But I'm going for great here. We're going for greatness. We're going for deep discounts. And if you're a pink gal, if you love pink colors, if you want something specialty, different, designer, all the things, it's here. It's right here. It's not $5,000. It's not $4,000. It's not $3,000. It's time to get on the phone lines and try this ring. A beautiful designer style. Nobody else in the world is going to have anything like this. You are in your own fancy realm here with a ring like this, and it's not $39, and it's not $29.99. I normally would have probably thought maybe auctioning would be the best thing to do here, but we obviously don't have that kind of time because you know we're going to get some requests at the end of the day, do some recaps, all that. This is your first time seeing this fully presented. I know you've seen the design. It's actually one of our icons here because it's well known for being that elite level designer style that only we could do, and only we could do at an affordable price tag. And this is not even, forget about 29, forget about 25. And pink morganites are very expensive compared to the typical colors, which are the peachy, golden, orangey stones. Even when they're light, barely they're blush colors, that's still the more ordinary, right? They're pretty, they're rare, they're expensive, but they're not as unusual and not nearly as rare as when you get a true perfect pink. And like I said, this is being the round cut, really just emphasizes that whole diamond-like quality about it. It's not 25, it's not 24, it's not 23. Got to move it fast. Very limited time in our Sunday. Don't forget, we see you tomorrow night with more unheated zoisites, but in the blue-green color. So I hope you'll see what those are all about because they're very exciting as well. But this has got to go first. And it's not 23, and it's not 22. Let's skip 21. You know what? Skip 20. Skip $2,099. Let's go low. $19.99. First caller. Yes, Jason. This one? Love to. Any particular finger they want to see it on, maybe the ring finger, index finger, middle finger, because it works everywhere. And I really like it on the outside of the hand because of so much angular detail, so much detail concentrated on one outer side of the ring. Here it is on my typical ring finger here, how I normally try things on for you first, for the size and scale there and all that sensibility so you can see how it wraps around. But if you wanted to, index, right? And then maybe put the feather design on the outside here because that's exposed. That's where everybody sees it, right? A lot of people are going to see that angle first. $19.99 for a ring like this, though, when it's morganite, pink diamonds, and white diamonds. And think about it, just $119, that's only in your white diamond weight. You could spend this price on a carat 19 in just pure and simple straight up white diamonds. Instead, we're upgrading it in so many different ways here with the pink and the white together. Here's what it looks like again up close, finished on the inside as well. Say, as is here, rose gold and white gold. It does have to stay in the gold colors you see it in. And then we will wrap up here with a reminder that we have our Tahitian pearl strand for under $3,000. Did see that earlier. It's one of the few pieces we have available. The big opal is here. We had the Alexandrite for $13.99. That's here. So if there's anything else we can help you with, it is high time to get on those phone lines and let me know what it is we can show you really quickly before we go. Okay, I just found a blowout I really like. Forget the aqua earrings. I got a huge aquamarine ring that is next to nothing in the price tag. What is happening? This is Sierra Santa Maria, and we used to not be able to change the gold. Yes. I will. Let's show the ring first, then the studs. Here's the ring. The reason this is here is because it's in yellow gold. Nobody likes it. Because look what the stone does. It picks up the yellow gold. I can't say nobody, but it picks up some of the gold color. Now we're saying we'll change the gold to white gold. Let me convince you this is the one to get in Sierra Santa Maria. It's 112-1523. Then we'll show, they're not really studs. They're with diamonds too. We'll show them. This is aqua in a swan-like style mounting. I don't love it in the yellow just because you see some of the yellow gold is absorbed by the color of that stone, and that's too pretty a stone to be doing that. It's a 426 Sierra Santa Maria. It's got diamonds burnished on the sides and prong set on the sides. And now we're saying, let's change it to white gold for you. Please, I recommend you do so. You'll be much happier with it. White gold is usually the perfect pairing with an aqua like this, and we're going to make this $1,299 for a huge 4 carat 26 in that aquamarine. And then let's show the studs coming up next, and they're going to be a lot of fun because we're going to make those very inexpensive, and they're not just studs. They've got diamonds as well. We're not just going to leave you with just a stone with some gold. We're going to bring in that little star-like designer style. They're on their way. We'll do a little finale, which will also be our most affordable item of the day. So if you'd like this one, let me try it on really quickly for you so you see what this looks like. Please imagine it in white gold. Please order it in white gold. We won't charge you any extra for that, but it's hard to even appreciate this design in the yellow gold. Did you get the morganite, Jason? Anybody get the morganite? Let me know in the morganite. Here's our aqua, the kind of, again, sister stone, because they're all part of the Barrel fam. And then we're going to go right down to our wheel and show you the earrings that we have in aquamarine rounds that are here. They are very star-like as far as the halo, so it's not just simple and straightforward basic. It's going to give you a little bit more designer detail to it. Those are Sierra Santa Maria round stones. They are diamond cut. They have diamonds around them, and here are your carat weights. It's item number 1122936. First time seeing them today, and yet it will be by far the most affordable item of our show. And there's the color you're getting, Sierra Santa Maria at 45 points. Then you have the 28 points in diamonds as well. There's a post towards one end, meaning behind one of the points of that star-like halo. So it's still a halo in the diamonds they wrap around, but it's going to be not just the basic halo, right? And therefore you get a little bit bigger stones. You see, especially at the corners there, how the stones get bigger. We have white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We got to make this quick and very, very affordable. And I'm supposed to get $9.99 for the earrings. That is no surprise at all. If you watch our show, you know these would go, and successfully at $9.99. We're just making it easier and better because I feel like we've needed something very affordable in this show, and here it is for our finale with 8 minutes left. And it's not going to be even, wait. What if we just do you a little extra favor here? Needing something at the end to really wow you with. I love a little grand finale, you know. Who doesn't love a grand finale? We still have the aqua ring, by the way, if you want to get it. And then you can go ahead and pick up the earrings. to go right along with it. They'd be beautiful together. If you have aqua anything, if it's from us, this is the earring to match. Sierra Santa Maria is still that bright baby blue we love. They're not even $499. That's half off. We're going to keep going and make them and we have March coming up in a few days, right? Next week at this time, we're going to be well into March, right? So March kicks off shortly. If there is a birthday on your calendar that is celebrated by a gal who wears an earring, you got to get these for her because it's not even $499 for the pair. Let's make it even better. They're $399. And we have about 2 minutes to do it. So take a look. There they are for $399. Yes. Oh, sure. Who was it? Okay, Sandy. We'll show you the 29 karat tanzanite. It's been up so many times. I feel like we know this one, but we'll show it to you. Yeah. Yes, the Alexandrite. It was with pink and white diamonds much earlier today, first hour. It's 1120771. Hey, guys, we might have to move on quickly, so maybe just tell your operator you want the aquamarine earrings because I got to make sure we get all these other last-minute requests in as well because we all... Thank you. Ring is gone in the aqua. Here's the Alexandrite for you, Jason. This was up earlier, 1120771, and it's that really gorgeous quarter carat blue-green, 2 pink purple Alexandrite, 57 points in the pink diamonds and 32 in the white diamonds. And the aqua ring is gone, but the earrings are still available for you if you'd like them. And then we have this really special Alexandrite. We'll try to go back to the earrings if we have time, but I've got a couple other requests to do. This one's only $13.99 though. Split shank, triple halo, mostly pinks there. And of course, one of your rarest of the rare color changing gemstones. And that is a beauty. Out of Brazil, love that color, love the particular saturation you're getting there. It's a good one. So $13.99 if you'd like that one, Jason. That's a recap from earlier. And then we'll show you the big tanzanite. It's our 29 karat 26, not exactly for the faint of heart because it also adds a lot of diamonds to it. But we'll give you a close-up view. We showed it earlier on the neckline. I'll do that. Yeah. Yes, here it is on the hand again for you. Here's the pear shape facing one way. Then we'll switch it around. And $13.99 if you'd like it. And then, of course, here's the other angle for you. So you can see it takes a smaller center, but gives you a plenty large ring to give you the wow factor that that stone deserves. And love the fact you've got such an overwhelming majority of your diamond weight represented by the natural pinks. So $13.99 there. Then we're going to show, well, while we're on the hand anyways, this is the big 29 karat tanzanite right here. Let me get a grip on this bale. That's the 29 karat 26 tanzanite we're going to show you next. Let me know on the Alexandrite. This is 111-8559. It's our 29 karat 26. We'll be here for a few minutes after we go off there to keep helping you with aquamarine earrings or the Alexandrite or the 2926 blue wing block D round that is here. 86 points in this center round up here for your bale. It's going to also be 2 carats 31. That's the kite cuts you have at the base there. And then there's a 97-point diamond halo. So you're getting an incredible diamond weight here that is going to top out really close to what? Like 4.5 carats. It's incredible, isn't it? 2 inches top to bottom, yes. Yes. I got to go grab them. But this is going to be real quick on the neckline here. If anybody would like this one, it is our rock bottom lowest price that we can offer it for. This will not be getting any further reductions because it is the most important tanzanite we have left in the inventory. And you see the length of it. That's your bale up top, that one huge diamond. Let's go back up close though, so you can see it this way because I got to go over offset and go grab those aqua earrings. But take a look. I know this kind of swings around, but I want you to mostly see the tanzanite. We know what our amazing diamonds look like. I need you to see the quality of this almost 30 karat tanzanite. It is 18 karat solid gold as well. And this one it's $24,999. And when it's gone, it's gone. And I'll zoom back just a little bit. Then I got to go grab those aqua earrings. We'll show those on the ear for you. And this is the style you're getting. Now this moves, of course, just because I'm holding it kind of, you know, trying to ask it to defy gravity. But that's going to be, there's all your 5 different really cool kite cuts. You've got 1 rhombus cut, 4 kite cuts there. That's going to be where you get the 231 total weight. Then, of course, your halo's almost a carat. So then we're suddenly really, really close to, you know, 3 carats. 30, and then of course you've got 86 points just on that large center. So it's not just about the tanzanite here. It's about so much of that incredible diamond weight. So let me go grab those aqua earrings here real quick. Those were 1122,936. I'll put one of those up against the ear so you can see that, and then let us know if you have any other final requests for today. Just about ready to wrap up our Sunday. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're with you back in the evening, 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and you know what we call it. It has a well-earned nickname of Must-See Monday, and that's because it's must-see markdowns. There are the aqua earrings against the ear for you. They're $3.99 a pair, and that's what they look like. And there you can see that almost star-like halo that's around the gorgeous round aquas. They're pretty, and they're only $3.99 when they were supposed to be $9.99. So huge value there. I would say best for a primary piercing here because of the outer halo. They give you a little more overall size and diameter, and they're $3.99 if you like those white, yellow, or rose. And then we'll go back to our tanzanite, prop that up for you. It's going to be a $24,999 piece. I think our alexandrite is still here with the pink and the white diamonds if you'd like to grab that. Thank you one and all. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. We have about 2 minutes left of airtime. We'll be here for a few minutes after that. Still busy on a Sunday, taking your orders, answering your questions, getting your requests in if you have any for tomorrow. We'll be with you at 7 Pacific. That is in the evening, so make sure you join us for that. This one's got to go. It's the largest one by far that we have. There's nothing that compares to it in a ring. I will, again, show you a little look at, there's that beautiful way that designer diamond piece is going to extend down the beautiful round. That, of course, I love that it's an 86-point round just at the top for the bail that's all bezel set. And what a great way to finish off our show. If you have any questions, still, we've got the 9 karat 03 of our unheated zoisite. I'm going to put this back on the hand here so you can get a sense of the size. 2 inches top to bottom once again. So that's a very important piece, and 90 seconds left of airtime. We'll be here for a few minutes. Feel free to jot down that phone number so you know how to get through to us, and we'll help you out. And then, of course, tomorrow, an incredible Must-See Monday. It's all markdowns, even on Yes. We'll have the blue-green zoisites. We'll have the unheated blue-green aqua colors. They're all new. You've never seen blue-green unheated tanzanite like what we have tomorrow, and there are only 4 rings as well, so just like today. And so that's going to conclude and wrap up here in 1 minute. If you would like, guys, also I want to just pop in this emerald piece. Let's take a look at this up close because it was one thing I wanted to get in here because of the value. It's emerald and diamonds. It's, look at that, almost like St. Patrick's Day ready, right? But really year round. It's 112-1828. I just wanted to give you a look at it with a minute left. I just want to blow that out for $12.99 if anybody would like it. It's got a carat 10 of emeralds with 35 points in diamonds, and it's a beautiful medallion style ring. So that's also $12.99. We have 30 seconds that are about to count down. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be here for a few minutes. Use that same phone number. We'll be here answering your calls all the way till we get them all covered. And thanks so much for being with us on this Sunday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping as always. We appreciate each and every one of you. And this is the one to get if you want emeralds. 4 gorgeous rounds, diamonds as well, pave, 2-tone gold. Love it for $12.99. Thanks again. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Must-See Monday, 7 o'clock Pacific. We kick it off then. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great Mr. Saturday or Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.